Are you good? You remember how to do this? It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit, but Lionel Richie's in chat, so...
He is?
Well, hello, is it me you're looking for? Did we just get...
And I'm wondering where you are. And I'm wondering how you would do.
We're wondering how you're doing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello to everybody. Player, how's it going? Debo, good to see you. Hello. It's a joke. We're good. We're all good. How are you doing? It is Thursday once again, so that means it is time for some beverage conversation. Some conversation of all kinds, like sports, football, music, beverage. Obviously in the chat. We'll do some podcasting here in a little bit. So that is what we got going on. And of course, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and I'm celebrating the Bears draft.
Oh my God, how good is that draft?
It might not last into the regular season, so we gotta at least appreciate it now.
It gotta last as long as we can.
Yes.
Oh my God, that is. We had a absolutely fantastic draft, and for once, oh my God, community challenges always started. Oh my
Another
God,
challenge?
Stop it! It's being challenged too often. Everyone settle down. No more challenging.
We are challenged.
Tebow, thank you for already throwing in 2,000.
Okay.
Tebow's just like throwing his money at the screen. I like it. I have a big test coming up, so I'm a little stressed. Oh no, what kind of test you got coming up?
Holy moly.
Alex with the 2,000. Thank you, Alex. Okay. I appreciate it. How are you doing this fine? I guess we are. It just happened.
The banner just went across our screen up there.
I was told the other night I should never talk about it again, so I won't this.
What?
Okay. But yeah, we've got a lot of beverage podcasting and a lot of happiness because for the first time ever, I think a Bears draft was universally praised.
Yes.
And if anything, it seemed like, people, they tried to initially do the articles of like, ooh, Bears are fleeced for picks and whatever. And then it was like the next day, like, no, they weren't. They actually picked probably the second best quarterback in the draft and got him to drop. Yeah. Math test. Math test can be rough. How good were you with math? Were you good? Were you, not that you were necessarily a mathematician, but.
I was good with math up through 8th grade.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Math is probably your worst subject in school. It was not I actually really enjoyed math up until calculus. Like then that I dipped out. You had God, what was his name?
I don't think I had calculus.
We had the same. I know we had the same teacher at our school. I'm trying to think of what his name was though. In high school. Not that our years were that close, but we had some old teachers. So
I don't even remember who my my freshman year in math did not go well, and I don't know how much. Yeah, I guess I probably had to take math my sophomore and junior year, but I definitely didn't take it my senior year, and I never got as far as calculus, so never took that.
I can't remember his name. We both had Mr. Barry
in junior high.
Junior high, yeah. I just cannot remember it, but anyway, we both had him, and he was a good guy, but he was just not good. I think, or at least for how I needed to learn at that time. Right. It just did not connect. Didn't work out. Just give me an equation and watch them squirm. Watch them squirm because you're going to have trouble with it or you're going to get it done too easily. Teachers see school as a learning place and kids see it as jail. Yeah. I think it depends. If you were lucky enough to have good teachers, that like makes a world of difference. Like people don't understand like how much that can be. You know what? I'm already sniffing something. We're already having a beverage. We probably should not only hit the button that shows you all the things we're going to be having tonight, but I also should hit the button that shows what we're actually having at this moment, which is that one. There it is.
Oh, there it is. That's a pretty bottle.
It is. So this is from Lagunitas Brewing. This is something you actually talked about 2 weeks ago.
Well, we actually didn't have this one. We had volume 1.
Oh, so we waited just in time then.
Yeah, we're on to volume 2 now.
I like it.
So, and I did try volume 1, and for what it was, I mean, usually.
You did have volume 1. Volume 1 was Mosaic and I
can't
look
remember.
It up.
I know it was Mosaic.
Let's talk about it.
Maybe Nelson?
Oh, I think it was. Oh, which that would have been good. One and 3/4 plus 2/5 equals, so 1.75 plus
0.4.
Yeah, times 0.4. Okay, so 2.15. There you go. Done. Do we have to give that as a fraction or as a?
I guess.
New T-shirt, sniffs drink. Well, I'm already sniffing something. Just a picture of me like this. Yeah.
Sniffing? What?
Yeah, not that kind of sniffing.
Oh, okay.
It's basically one of the things we have to do. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's not too bad. That's just a lot of little cross multiplication and transversing the octagonal diaces.
Associative property of addition.
Use the quadratic equation to malfunction.
Distribute.
Yeah. exactly.
Remainders and.
So speaking of the beer we're having, us old men haven't done math like that in a while.
No.
Percentages. Do a lot of percentages. Like these are the things that will help you later in life. Yeah, percentages. Because you need to know how much to tip. And also if you're doing some other, like how to make change is very good. That's very important.
Blending coffee, you need
again percentages because the recipe. So percentages is the biggest thing I think you can have down. 50% of this, 60%, like being able to do those. A lot of at least the easy ones in your head. So this one is different, obviously, than the Nelson Sauvin and Mosaic one. This one is Laurel and Hardy. No, Laurel and Elixir.
Laurel and Hardy.
Chaperone, thank you for the 2,000. I appreciate it. Thank you for boosting.
Dang, how far do we have to go?
Is it 7,000? No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
wow, that'd be great.
My brain is like the side. Anybody want a peanut?
Stop that right now. I mean it.
Anybody? Fezzik, are there rocks ahead?
If there are, we'll all be dead.
I had to take a sip. That's good. Maltier than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which I should have realized because it was a little darker in color.
It's 7.2%, which is
okay.
Maybe almost a double in some. No, I'm just kidding. I want to go there. Just kidding.
Stereohopic channels out 25 plus spotlight on 2 special varietals at a time. Okay, so each of these that they're doing, they're going to put two hops in there.
2 hops. Hence, I like that.
Hence stereo.
Yeah.
So which one do you think you like better?
I like this one. It could be a little fresher. I'm not sure how long ago that other one was brewed. I could never quite find the date.
See, does it say?
It was good though. I mean, I liked both of those 2 hops.
Availability. I don't see it. I don't see an availability.
This one just, like I said, I think the other one just maybe had a little age on it, which took away some of those higher notes. But we drink a lot of hazy IPAs, but we like IPAs in general. But especially, I mean, this is $9.49 for a 6-pack.
Oh,
so
good.
That's pretty reasonable.
That's a good option.
Yeah. So
I'm doing great this evening. I don't want to answer for you. I'm doing good.
Fun. I'm doing great also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have answered.
We're great. Yes, you could have.
We're great. I'm very excited about, honestly, both things that are going to be the official podcasting things that are coming to the tasting table. Like I said, between the Dos Hombres Mezcal that we've had for a little bit, we'll see if that opens up our palates to something exciting, see if it's actually worth the price, which we'll talk about later. And then the other one is the wine that you brought, the white wine. It's basically some Chenin Blanc.
Chenin Blanc, from France, from the Loire Valley. And
Vouvray.
Vouvray is what, Vouvray is what it's called. But
Vouvray, that one. That's that song, isn't it?
So last time we did an agave-based spirit and a wine. We're going to do an agave-based spirit and a wine again this week.
Son of a bitch.
Although this will be mezcal, and it's funny. The other mezcal that we've had before, the Trader Joe's. I think it's also called the Spaden.
Podcast you can find in the archives at AboutBeverages.com or, of course, on YouTube if you want to subscribe there.
And the person who I used to work with, who still works at Trader Joe's, but just not at my store, who
you booted out, right?
Who I
personal.
He said it was a good training wheels mezcal. Actually, I ran into him today. He was at the store.
Really?
Today. Yeah.
My vehicle. He was walking. I wasn't watching.
I gunned it. I got it.
Gunned it up to 80.
He was actually in the store and he asked how the podcast was going. I said, actually, we're going to do a mezcal
nice.
tonight. So
has he had the one we were having? Did you mention what it was?
I did mention what it was. He did not say whether he had it or not. So I wouldn't have been surprised.
He didn't say.
And he did not say.
Hello, Patrick. How's it going? Good to see you. Hello. Starts munching a blueberry and a maple muffin. Ooh.
Wow. 2 at the same time? 2 muffins?
Are you shoving the blueberry? Oh, wait. Hold on. Starts munching. Oh, I was reading that as blueberries and a maple muffin.
Munching a blueberry and maple. Okay, it's one.
But maybe it's both those things together in one muffin.
And maple
we need this cleared up because I'm confused.
Because are you sitting there with...
one out of each side there.
Mash them together.
Just mash them together.
That's right.
These need to crunch together. All right. So we've had, obviously we touched on a little bit of the draft. Very excited about that. Very excited about the Bears where they're going forward with their quarterback. Finally, universally looks like a good pick. Someone that's actually played some college football before and has huge success and is of the right quarterback, not only size, but also of that new blend that you want out of a quarterback. Now it's more like a guinea pig situation. They're just up in my cheeks.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully the guinea pigs aren't up in your cheeks.
That
doesn't.
God.
That's a Richard Gere.
I was to say, we're going to talk to Richard Gere about that. It's one. Oh, it is
nice.
one muffin.
One muffin. Okay.
All right. One
Blueberry
muffin.
and maple does sound delicious, actually.
One muffin to rule them all. It's like the one ring.
We have a waffle at Trader Joe's, the blueberry waffles, and you can smell the blueberry through the box.
Really?
Yes.
Did your buddy like the Bears? Yes, my brother here did like the Bears draft. We both did, as being huge Bears fans. I'm probably even a bigger Bears fan than you are.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely are.
Yeah,
I was talking with a coworker today and about he's like, Keith, you guys got Justin Fields, and I said we were talking about a little bit.
You got Fields.
And I said my brothers who are much bigger Bears fans than I am, they were both very happy as well. So
yeah, that was honestly who I wanted. I think that's going to be a great pick.
Hooray! Early. Okay.
I know. How's it going? How are you?
We got Baker unloading groceries and listening to us.
Oh my God, I didn't even see.
Don't put that in the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Wait, what did you put in the fridge?
That. Oh yeah.
You are early this time. But yeah, so that was a good thing this week. I got a new washer today.
Okay.
Our other one finally bit the dust.
You've been making it work.
It had been going bad for about a year. I'm sick but recovering. Oh
Aww.
no! Well, I'm glad to hear that you're recovering. Are you just relaxing and just listening to us yammer on? Does that make you feel worse or better? I'm not sure. Hopefully, it makes you feel better. But yeah, we got it delivered today. We'd kind of gone back and forth for a while, we kept just trying to nudge it along because it's like one of those purchases that isn't exciting to buy, like buying a new washer.
No,
it's necessary.
But
it's necessary. Yeah. Our other one was still new-ish. Like it didn't feel out of date and old, right. But it was definitely starting to show its. Pour one out for the old washer. Yeah, it was taken away. Damn it. But like I said, very happy with the new one. We did a couple loads of laundry, so that went well. Cleaned it out, so it seems to be running fine.
It's good that your washer was able to.
It was able to do what it was supposed to do.
To do that.
Yeah, exactly. We turned on the washer. It made ice. It was weird. It was very strange.
Put some dishes in the washer. And
No, it's nice. It's all stainless steel. Like on the inside, it's pretty gentle with its motion and wash. So like I said, it's pretty quiet overall, and we were able to get it. This one I made sure it's actually, even though our last one was a pretty good size, this one's even bigger than our last one inside. So now it's very easy to get my son washed his comforter and some other stuff today, and we were able to get all of that in there.
Just throw it in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's under warranty.
We did
wash everything.
Yeah, well, we bought the extended warranty. I'm weird like that. I barely have to move to enjoy this content. It's good. Perfect. That is exactly what we
barely have to move to provide this content.
We don't. Oh God, that's exactly the perfect spot right there. Perfect spot is that you don't have to move and neither do we. That works out very well.
Is it like a smart washer? It lets you know when it's done or what cycle it's in? Because I know there are some like that now.
It's not quite that far. It does have a feature which I realized that does have I can connect it to an app. But I think that's just more for if there's an issue, it'll let you know. Yeah. But I don't think I can't tell it to start washing or whatever. But it's neat. It's got some programmable things that you can set it to don't start the wash for 6 hours. If you knew you were going to go away and you don't want it to or you want it to, you basically put it in when you want it to finish, and then it calculates the time, which is kind of interesting.
You finish.
Yeah, there are washers that connect to. I almost looked at that. The one we just got, it was on sale, which was great. And like I said, it was a little bit bigger than the one we had. It was on sale. And it had some features we didn't really need. And I actually went looking for one that didn't have those features. I was like, well, is there one that's... And those were actually more expensive. So I have a feeling this one's maybe a model that's about to end. And so it just worked out as well as it could. So we bought the extended warranty and everything else. But it's got this interesting thing on the top where it actually has a wash basin that's built into it.
Oh,
so you can, so when you turn it on, you can hit a button, and if you have something that if you just got a stain on something or whatever else, you can literally take it over there. It puts out hot water, and you can it's got a little scrub pan thing, and you can scrub the stain a little bit, and then you just lift it up, and the water just dumps into the tub and just drains out. But then it's so you can pre-treat stuff if you want. That's cool. A lot of other pretty neat settings. So we'll see. My washer has a guaranteed bump your head on this damn machine every time you use it. So because of that, my wife actually did bump her head today because since the washer's a little bigger, she actually kind of has to stand on her tiptoes to dig down all the way into the bottom of the washer. And I even noticed it. I was like, well, this does actually feel a little deeper, and it's a little taller than our old dryer. Yeah, you can just see her little legs kicking out. Not that my wife is that short, but she's shorter, and so it's but yeah, it's funny. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, no, I can reach in there, I think. So
she's gotta get one of those things that you grip.
Yeah, she's got right
laundry out, and
But the little wash sink thing actually attaches to the lid. So when you lift it up, if you don't want the wash sink, it goes with the lid. Oh. So it kind of bows out a little bit. And she was reaching in jokingly to like test how far. And then she literally did hit her head. I was like, well, that could be an issue. And she's like, well, I don't do laundry very often. I was like, that's true. I'm doing the laundry. So it's like, that's why I appreciate it. But yeah, we, like I said, we threw a bunch, like 2 sets of sheets, a comforter, like it all fit in there and washed very nicely. It's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited. It was nice just having sometimes all the new like hoses, like it's the hoses like we initially when we installed it and stuff. So we have new like stainless steel lines now and other stuff. So it's just just kind of that clean thing. And when we moved the other one out, like I pulled out the dryer last night, took stuff apart, like cleaned out inside the dryer, like the lint stuff. Made sure that was all clean. So just general maintenance things kind of happened. So yeah, it was kind of, we went on a little bit of a tear. We had unfortunately the other week we had a cockroach in our kitchen.
Okay.
Which is always great because I don't think I was streaming at the time, but I was playing video games and all of a sudden I just hear like a shriek and I'm like, oh, God damn it. I go out there and like Joseph and my wife and like so just out there and they're like, there's a roach over, it's fine. Went under the oven. Great. Fantastic. So then we pulled it out and found it and it's still crawling around. So fighting through all that. So since I had the oven pulled out, I was like, well, clean behind
here.
It out.
Clean
behind the oven.
That's right.
Cleaned under there. And then actually forever since we had actually moved into the house, our oven had always been tilted just a little bit to the back where we'd put a pan on and stuff always like liquid would kind of go. So I re-leveled the oven then too. I was like, well, this cockroach is making me do projects apparently, little fucker. But oh well. Oh man.
Sometimes that stuff happens. You get on that, you go down that rabbit hole of clean or rabbit hole of whatever. It takes you, I might as well fix this. Okay, well,
yeah.
Gee, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of that. Round 1 went to the washer. That's right, Debo. Round 1 did go to the washer. That was 100% true. Yeah, I don't want to have to fix anything for a little bit. I've done enough fixing.
I feel like that's the time in our house right now, though. Things are starting to, a little over 6 years, and I had to replace a smoke alarm a couple months ago, and now another.
Like the battery or the actual smoke alarm?
No, the actual smoke alarm.
Oh,
they
wow.
have a life of like, I was reading some 5 to 7 years, some a little bit, but yeah, that if they are beeping and you replace the batteries and they still beep, then you might need and that's actually happened with. We have one that's also a carbon monoxide detector as well.
Oh, I've always thought about getting one. Is it this within the smoke alarm itself?
Within the smoke alarm, yeah.
Interesting.
And then so I that one I replaced a couple months ago and it's been fine. And now another one that's in our bedroom, which is also a carbon monoxide. That one, the same thing. We came home from Flagstaff and that's beeping and my wine fridge is out. So I had to, my wine fridge stopped working. So, but anyway, so I took that down. At first I put the batteries in wrong because I couldn't quite see. And I was like, I think that's right.
It's hard to tell which side those go in, the little side thing.
And then I took it down and then, and I put them in the right way and it did it again. But I thought, well, these are, actually it didn't do it at first. It took like another day or so before that happened. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm not supposed to use rechargeable batteries. So I bought some regular batteries and I'll hook it back up tomorrow when I'm not in danger of it waking us up. Like it went off at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, that's the word. Especially that's really bad too if you've got animals.
Oh,
because then that high pitched beep, depending on how your dogs are. Like cat, I don't think usually they don't seem to care about that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, at least with dogs, especially when we had our greyhound. Our greyhound did not like louder noises of all sorts, fireworks, all that kind of stuff. 4th of July of any kind. New Year's kind of stuff. And yeah, so if also one of those like little high pitched beeps happens, then it's like full alert in the house. It's like, oh my God. It's like, find a word. And then you're standing there like, where is it? Okay, it's more toward the right. And you go to the right. Like there's so many of them in your house.
You have to track it down.
You got to track down the damn thing.
Well, this one was actually, then it says low battery or replace battery.
Oh, wow. That's some fancy business right there. Did you replace it with a like model? Or are you going to, or?
Yeah, that's what if the non-rechargeable batteries don't do the trick, then I'm going to assume it's the unit itself that's bad again, and I'll replace that. So
I may have to check then. Like I said, we've never had to replace an actual smoke. I mean, the batteries, yes, but the smoke alarms, no. We've been in this house 15 years.
Yeah,
but I should check though. I mean, like I usually do like once a year. I'm always like air dusting, like cleaning them out and doing those kinds of things for maintenance.
Test But so there was that, and then what else? I think I have to replace one of the guts of one of our toilets. The flapper, because the water here is so hard. it's not fully shutting off.
So
I can
it's
get
slowly
it to shut
dripping
off.
on the inside.
Yeah, so I can get it to do that. But
I actually buy like now I just started buying a 3-pack of flappers because it's like it seems like it happens like every couple months, and then it's like I hate having to run out to the store, so I bought like a 3-pack,
actual,
just the rubber flapper.
Oh
piece.
no, it's not that. It's the actual float part.
Oh, the actual.
Yeah.
So I've bought a different kind of those a few times now. Cade, good to see you. How's it going? Justin Fields is a good quarterback pick. Hell yeah, it is. I'm super excited. Ask me if I have already ordered Justin Fields shirts.
Have you ordered Justin Fields shirts?
I have.
Okay. Does he have his number already?
Stranger Things. Yeah, he's number 1.
Oh, it will be.
So it was official. Yeah, I saw that was official. I ordered directly from the Bears website, so it said allow a couple weeks in case something changes. But yeah, best draft in the league. Hell yeah, it was Stranger. Oh my God, yes, 100%. Well, I mean, I guess if you're lucky, if you happen to be the Jaguars or you had 87 picks, plus you got Trevor Lawrence, who is like apparently Thor, I think, like a slightly thinner Thor. Like I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. There we go. My whole fam got jerseys. There you go. Yeah, I went on there just like to see if they had anything yet, and I obviously I didn't want to get a jersey. Like that's a little quick for me to see, but I was like, oh, I'll spend a few bucks on a shirt. So they had the nice one where it's like got the Bears logo up here and it's got the 1, and then the back says Fields and it has the number on it. So I was like, all right, I'll get a couple of those. But yeah, I don't know when. I think those aren't going to ship out for a couple weeks, but that was nice. Drinking some blackberry wine right now. Interesting. Who is that made by? Let's give us all the facts so we can look it up and talk about it. So anyway, with the toilet, I know it's exciting talking about beverages here.
We talk about all
talking about
here.
Home maintenance right here. I should change the directory. Do they have a directory for that? Home maintenance. So there's one that you can buy. And it's actually fairly inexpensive. And it's it doesn't have like the giant kids, like all that settings. It's literally this flat thing. It's about this wide. It's about that tall. Yeah. And it goes in the bottom, and you just adjust 2 little knobs, and it goes by pressure, by weight of the water on there. And like, yeah, I've bought like those the last couple times. They work really well.
I haven't had to replace them yet, so this has been the first time it's stopped.
But you got it
showing
going
some. What's that?
You got it.
Yeah, no, it's I can get it to work and then make sure that it's not dripping, but then flush it and you keep your fingers crossed. Oh no, gotta fix it again. So I'll be working on that probably over my weekend. So
go to the fridge and look. Pretty sure it was inexpensive. Probably if it's like some sort of blackbird, but it doesn't mean we don't want to talk about it. Who knows? Just because it's inexpensive doesn't mean it's not delicious.
What's the C for? You're talking about this C?
Yeah,
for Chicago.
Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears logo right there. American football. We'll go with that.
There we go.
Football Americano.
C.
C. Football Americano. Yeah, I've been watching way too much like post-draft coverage and hearing things because you got it. Spurts ball. Yeah, you got to enjoy it when you can, especially when you're a Chicago fan. You got to soak and relish all that up. Like other teams, they hear it all the time. They don't have to keep listening to it. They don't, it's like whatever. It's the same thing. And it's like, no, I need to take every bit that I can. All right. I watched 2 things with commentary, and what are they? It was Us and something else. That was good. I like that, especially for that. That price 6-pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
12-ounce bottles.
Touchdown on the home run rate, 100%. 100%.
Bottle of St. James, established 1970.
St. James. Blackberry wine, St. James Winery online store. We got it. We're here. There it is. Fresh picked blackberries in a bottle or St. James blackberry wine. Tough call. Sweet and delicious, served chilled with your favorite dessert or for no reason other than at all to enjoy.
There you
go. 2018 Best of Show Dessert. Best of Class Triple Gold Dan Berger International. Don Berger? Don Berger.
Don Berger.
He does his own wine reviews
Low
now.
acid.
Oh, so the fruit in there actually is blackberries. That's what. So wine doesn't have to use grapes?
I guess not. Well, it's strawberry wine, cherry wine, it's
blackberry
wine.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know if then it had to be called like something else. They have a blackberry blueberry. Have you had that one? The Blu-ray release of my favorite shows, director's commentary in any golf game with a certain friend. They are the commentary. Oh my God. We were just talking about that actually on Twitter. I think I was talking about that with Pro Superhero. We were talking about how we loved grabbing old movies and stuff and be able to listen to the commentaries and the extras and stuff. That used to be one of the reasons I bought
behind the scenes kind
Blu-rays.
of stuff.
It was all the behind the scenes stuff, like watching The Godfather and hearing those commentaries on there with the director, the people that created the art. Right. I love hearing that, and especially if it's them watching the movie. Sometimes they used to do these kind of what I thought were a little bit of fake commentaries, where they would like edit interviews, just audio over something, and it wasn't like he was directly talking about what was on screen. I was always hoping, like I always liked those ones where it was like literally you could tell whoever was in there, they were sitting down and talking and just watching the movie. I think Field of Dreams had a pretty good commentary. I think it was with Kevin Costner and someone else, or maybe it was Dance of the Wolf. Like just anybody that's actually made the art. Like I love hearing their take on it. It's pretty sweet, the wine itself. I'm not a fan of bitter or dry wine, but it's very good.
I would bet that would be a little scarily drinkable, probably.
Yes, I bet so. You want a good commentary show? Cheers. Hell yeah, Cheers is a good commentary show. We're up into season 6 now. How far are you and Frasier?
Of Frasier?
Are we going to catch up to you?
Oh, yeah.
God, man.
Yeah. I'm
going to watch those last couple seasons over the next 5 years.
That's right. That's how I watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I was talking with Todd at work today because I was telling him what we were going to try. And I said, did you ever watch it? And he's like, no. He's like, I watched a couple. He's like, I just couldn't get into it. And I said, I said, it took me about 7 years or 5 years to watch the first season. I just couldn't get into it. But hopefully we'll be getting into the Mezcal.
I hope so too.
From the stars.
I hope so too. I mean, I know it was an About Beverages purchase, thanks to all of you guys, your subscribes and your tips and your bits and stuff. But it's a pricier Mezcal. Unless it's absolutely amazing, I don't know if I would buy it again.
Well, I guess you have to, like you said, you've found Mezcal to be kind of a divisive spirit.
At least
some of the reading you've been doing.
From the reviews I've seen online, it's definitely so Mezcal in general is like you either kind of love it or you hate it,
right? Just
because it's kind of more toward the Scotch thing with the smokiness and whatever else. And then even within there, just within mezcals, it seems like it's more divisive than when you're reading about bourbons and scotches and things, where it's like, usually there's a common ground of like, this Venn diagram of like it crosses over here with this group of people, or like, whereas mezcal, again, is very small sample size, but the reviews it was like, up and down, like one person would be like, this is 5 stars, my favorite. And literally the next one under, it's like 1 star. This thing tastes like turpentine and hot trash. And it's just like, and then the next one could be like a 4 star. It's really good. So I was very scared to watch The Witcher, being such a huge fan of the games, but since I forced myself to watch a few episodes of season 1, I was pleasantly surprised. I really like The Witcher series. Like, I obviously, huge fan of the Witcher games. I've never read the books. If you are going to read the books, you need to read them in the original Polish, or it doesn't count. People just need to know that. It's true, they are actually. That's how they were translated. But anyway, I thought it was really good. I'm looking forward to season 2. I think that was pretty neat. Like I said, Henry Cavill, he's a handsome fellow and a decent actor. So
it's a good combination.
He has a wonderful jawline, and he likes building PCs too. Have you guys ever attempted a drinking game with a TV show or something similar? I don't think so.
Not a drinking game. The closest we did was watching Super Seducer.
Yeah, we do need to
while enjoying some beverages.
Has that third one? I need to look that up. Let's see. Do they have a date yet for Super Seducer 3?
I had forgotten that I had that mezcal when I was in Mexico a couple years ago, and that was when I was like, oh my god, this is like tequila meets scotch, and it was really good. I like it. I like that smokiness.
The books are very good too. I recommend them for anyone into the Witcher lore. I should check those out. Like I need to read way more often than I do. Is it not on Steam?
Super Seducer?
The third one? I actually saw there was someone in our directory of the people that we follow on Twitch. I hadn't watched a lot of their stuff, so then I did not go into following them. Wait a minute.
Available for download.
What? It's out and we didn't even know it?
Wow.
Oh my God. Finally, exclusive available on Games Planet thanks to a partnership with Richard La Ruina, an uncensored version and with a bonus content. Super Seducer 3 was refused by Steam in mid-February to be published on their platform, deemed sexually explicit because of its real actors and the sexual tension that emanates from them. Oh my God. That is ridiculous based on a couple of the games I saw on Steam recently. Backyard, if he's here, will back me up on that. That is ridiculous.
Debo is talking about it right now.
Valve will not sell it on Steam. Reading an article about it right now. Linking. Okay, yeah. Like, I'm seeing that right now. It's talking about so much worse stuff. Exactly. We were literally just looking at a game the other day, and it was like a Conan the Barbarian looking game. It was all animated, but just out and out sex, like not even hiding it, and like lizard and like snake stuff, like like I don't even want to describe it. Like it was like Twitch would not even let us broadcast. Like I wouldn't anyway, but like I looked as a joke. I was like, could we actually like broadcast this game? Like no, it's like I'd have to look. I guess I'd have to double check. Can we put this on? Can I do this on Twitch? Because if it is, in the next couple of weeks, we got to make a plan to do this. Let's see.
Nope. Pirate Ninja Mike would like to know what game. We're talking about Super Seducer
but Dad,
3.
Yeah, we were looking at trying it. So it doesn't show up on Twitch. We might not be able to do it. That's unfortunate.
But we did it.
We did 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We did not do 3. So this is some sort of uncensored thing. So I wonder if there's an issue with it being.
What does he look like? He looks like Patrick Swayze meets Star Wars or something. In that picture on Super Seducer.
God, it does a little bit. Obi-Wan Seducer.
Yeah.
If it has any sexual content, it's a no. I mean, we've played the first 2 on, like the first 2 are hilarious and are still available that we could play on, which we've talked about going back and revisiting the first one because it's so good. I think Super Seducer 3 has some stuff in it. Twitch doesn't like some words. I mean, they allow Conan. I know they allow Conan on Twitch. I'll look it up. I don't want to do anything that would affect our channel, but I'll look that up to see if we can actually do it. Maybe, if anything, we can always record it and we just put it up on YouTube.
I guess that's true.
Hence, shameless plug, go subscribe on YouTube if you want that hot Super Seducer 3 content. Man, that's funny. Conan has changed it, but yeah, no, there are literally games. I can't remember the name of it. Like I said, again, I think Backyard's playing, busy doing other things, probably streaming. We were looking at some game the other week as like a joke. And it was just like all just, classic, like over sexualized, women and stuff like that. And then we went from there to like this other option where it was like, oh my God, how is this? This isn't even a game. It's just like some sort of sex, like literally simulator of,
okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most games with nudity or sexual content that needs to be pre-approved via game devs with the Twitch staff. Okay. Well, 1 and 2 are pre-approved because, like I said, we've played them and I just looked. They're still available that you can do that. So I don't know. Maybe this new one is like even more overtly. I mean, but the other ones were pretty bad.
Right.
Like they were pretty hilarious and offensive and just they're just dumb fun. Like we just got a lot of laughs out of it. Just drinking and
how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but something like, there was nudity in the Conan. Like, I don't know if they have changed that. Oh, this must be his new scene. I missed the second one. What was it? Whatever her name was. I liked her.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
I don't know. The British lady. She was nice. I need the wisdom of the elders. I have a dilemma. Am I considered an elder? I don't know if I like this line of questioning already. She looks familiar.
He might have the same cast.
All right, this game is perfect. Let's get it right now. I was just flicking through the photos they had up here to see if there was something. Well, maybe I bet this might be. That might be where we're going too far.
That could be.
That could be getting in the ballpark of going too far.
I guess so.
I see one there.
No, it's turned into.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely going maybe a little bit more over the top there.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Laurowina. Should I put this document for my drawing at 1920 by 1080 or 1080 by 1900? I guess it depends on if you're doing a portrait or if you're doing a landscape. And if you're doing some sort of drawing that's going to go on, on TikTok or something like that, where you actually need just the up and down, like the verticality to it, or like just depends on where you need to go with what you're actually drawing. Speaking of that, ! TikTok. There's a link. You guys should start following me on TikTok. I have not put up a video yet, but we do have our account back.
Oh, the actual
account is back. We are AboutBeverages on TikTok. It has been returned to us.
And what did they say? They did some investigatory?
They basically just said, yeah, it seemed like it was a fraudulent account, like trying to take.
Oh,
so yeah, okay. They handed that. So I moved everything over. Like I said, thankfully everyone else, there was only a few people following already. So they did that. You're not allowed any circumstantial information. I'm not allowed any circumstantial information. Oh my God. Wow. To make that decision. I'm going to say 1920 by 1080, because then if it's something absolutely beautiful and amazing, I can ask for you to let me have it as a background for my computer. So I'm going to be selfish. So that's my choice.
It's my choice, and you're sticking to it.
That's right. That's my choice, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, that is okay. Well, at least it's only $13. I'm going to have to buy it anyway just to see what we can...
It's got five-star ratings. It's got all the...
And by 1,600 people.
Wow.
I'm surprised they were able to type out their rating with only one hand.
16. Yeah.
Found it. All right, I was going to draw a cavern and try and impale Charles on a stalagmite. There you go. Perfect. Charles in charge? Is that who you're going to impale?
Charles in? Yeah, maybe.
He should be, I think. Do they have a non-uncensored edition? Maybe that's what we could look for.
So the censored edition.
They have Super Seducer 3 Flicks and Tricks package? What is that?
What does that mean?
I do not want Charles in charge. You're 100% correct. Super Seducer 3 Flicks and Tricks pack includes bonus video, 1 sexy men teach sex and the fashion of Super Seducer. How do you pick up an actual fact? Interviews with the ladies of Super Seducers 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Well, for $15, that's one. Oh, that one gets half a less star, though. I wonder why. Someone's not quite as excited about that one. Yes, that is the Discord. And I actually do have an art section now in the Discord if you want to put stuff in there. People were asking about that, so I did it. I did the thing.
Art, you got recipes, you got...
Yeah. Got the pub section for all the things that we're having. If you didn't happen to miss one of the beverages that either I stream about throughout the week or when we do our podcasting stuff, if you want to go back through, you can always find those there and look for those. What else? There's game stuff. There's everything. Anything and everything. If there's a category I don't have and it seems like there's enough of a call out for it, I can add it for sure. So a little bit of a conversation change here because I'd like some advice from someone that's a little more experienced in life than me. I don't know if they're sitting around anywhere, but I'm sure a lot of people have gone through some stages of anxiety, depression, PTSD. I'd like to know if there's any advice you'd give to someone like me. I mean, I have not dealt heavily with some of those things. I have gone through some of that in my life. And for me, I've just been like, this may not be of help to you, like I said, but for me, I've always been lucky enough that I've had my family to lean on or friends or something like that whenever I have been having, issues. But the thing I will always say, if you are having any kind of issues of any kind like that, look for a counselor, talk to someone, reach out, talk to someone, find someone in the medical field that you start to trust or want to talk to.
Well, and if it's getting into kind of a serious thing. I mean, a big change, and that's fine, into a serious sort of thing there. But don't hesitate to reach out to, I don't know if you have a doctor or somebody that you trust, and share that with them because things can get going in a bad way quickly, unfortunately. Don't ever always be honest with yourself and make sure that you reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out. There's nothing wrong with. I've seen a therapist. It's helped me greatly on a variety of levels. There's nothing wrong with, absolutely nothing wrong with that. So hopefully, therapy, in a serious conversation here. But but like I said, that's the best thing. Like I said, I know that seems like the obvious answer, but it's the best answer. 100% is just always just reach out to somebody. Like I said, talk to somebody, talk to friends, parents, loved ones. Anyone out there, like I said, if those people aren't available or they're not giving you what you want, keep searching for it because there will be somebody that will give you the help that you need.
Like I know I hear that a lot of times. They're like, oh, I talked to, this person, or I talked to a therapist and it didn't work out, and like whatever. And I just kind of, it's like, no, it's almost like a relationship, especially with a therapist. You need to find that person that interacts with you and that you mesh well with, and that you want to, like, you feel you can open up to, and you feel that they are listening and give good advice and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, so that is also going to be a process unto itself, but sometimes within that process alone just can help you get through some of those things too. Yeah. And like I said, just know that it's not a permanent thing, and that you can work, that anybody can work through those things. It's more difficult than some things than others.
Some days seem awfully bleak, but the sun will come up tomorrow.
I was waiting for you to start singing. You're not going to start singing?
The sun will come out. That one?
Yeah. Danny boy. I'm pretty sure I could talk to my doctor and get a meeting covered with a therapist through my insurance and stuff like that. Just needed some prior advice just in case there was something that may help even more along the way. Appreciate it. All right, back to that. Yeah. No, and like I said, obviously, yes, we're here for, here for a lot of just silliness and chat and whatever. But, everyone, I'm always happy to, talk a little bit about that kind of stuff.
Sometimes, like depending on if you work, your employer may have an employee assistance program, things like that, and usually they don't cost anything. You can reach out,
or at least a discount of some sort,
or sometimes you get a certain amount of visits at no cost, and that can be a good thing to do too. And usually those things are also anonymous. You don't have to worry about somebody else finding out about that. So anyway,
and depending on the therapist you find, like I said, obviously there's prescription things that they can offer you, and there also might just be some, medical weed things that they can offer you too, but I would like to not offer any of, that stuff up. That's not just something you just dive for. So for sure, just go talk to somebody. Like I don't have any other magic options. Like I said, definitely, check with the doctor and then have him, at least that's a good jumping off point. Like I said, if you like your doctor and then they have someone they can recommend, it's like anything. Like if you can get at least initial recommendation, but again, even if after that recommendation, you still don't like that person, whoever it is you get, don't feel that was the only option. Know that you can keep reaching out to different, therapists until you find the right one.
Yep.
Yeah. That's actually a great idea. I hadn't thought about that, but that's very true. A lot of, if you have even mildly okay healthcare now, that a lot of that stuff is covered, at least your first few visits and things like that, to kind of, get the ball rolling. Cause mental stability means you're still going to go to work then, which is what the employer wants.
That's true too.
All right. Should we go grab a wine? Should we go?
I think we should start with the wine. Yeah. Let's do that.
That's what I was saying. I'm assuming that over the smoky mezcal.
Right. Over the smoky mezcal.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That seems about right.
Go with a relatively non-smoky wine and the lower percentage of alcohol. We'll start with that.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I did not even put all that together as well. Okay. All right. We're going to go grab that white wine. We're going to take a quick break. I will put on some more, obviously, some Harris Heller Stream Beats. And we'll be
something
right back.
Peppy, something snappy, something.
Okay. What do you think?
No,
you got some,
Tom Hanks?
I know what you were going for there. I was like, you got something in mind? All right. We'll just keep staying with the synthwave because I have been enjoying that. I appreciate it. How do you feel about the new season in Destiny? I'm super excited about the new season in Destiny. It starts Tuesday.
Destiny season.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer, though, because tomorrow I would normally do my stream 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, shameless plug, for that. And Destiny server is going to be offline tomorrow, starting literally at that time until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So I was like, great, I don't know what game I'm playing now. So if you want to suggest something to me, either in chat or up on Twitter, you're more than welcome to, about something I should look for.
A later start time. There we go.
I'd have to start at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I suggest you start in the afternoon.
I guess that could be the suggestion I get. Oh my God.
Oh, Pirate Ninja Mike's inviting you.
Warzone with me? Okay, is that what you're doing tomorrow? Are you playing some Warzone? Are you there in the afternoon? You want to Pirate Ninja Mike teaches me Warzone? Oh my God. All right, we'll be right back. We're going to grab the wine. We'll continue the conversation. See you in a minute. Just such a good solid playlist. I really love the synthwave playlist. I've enjoyed more. Like I kind of didn't realize that they had added so many tracks to even some of the other playlists because I hadn't left the synthwave one for so long. But hip hop one has new tracks on it.
Like they keep adding?
Yeah, they've added a bunch more tracks now to all these other ones too, and they're just all really good. Really, really love. Thank you, Harris Heller.
Before you left for greener pastures.
For greener pastures on YouTube. May I see you someday again? Once again. Not too funny.
What's that?
No, this is too funny.
I wonder how you pronounce Vignobles.
And I tried to get Mike to play some Gambit with us the other night, and he shunned us. So I don't want to ever hear any business about this. you ever need any help in Destiny, look the other way because I'm not giving it to you anymore. Keep going back one. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome you to the chat room.
Oh my gosh. Is it that time? There's a lot to
I
talk
was
about.
AFK. You were playing. You were actively playing.
I know what that means. Team Fight Tactics story of the week. Afraid for Keith. That's what AFK means.
Afraid for Keith.
Oh, wait, no.
Afraid for Keith. Perfect.
Away from keyboard. I know that now. I didn't know that over a year ago.
All for not.
Oh, all for not?
Yeah.
All for not.
That's what the sailors are always talking about.
All for not.
So I know you had a busy weekend.
Was
but
a
it has
busy
been
weekend.
at least a couple weeks, though, since we've seen you.
That is correct.
So I'm assuming you're going to have some great news.
Well, yeah, I haven't actually played in a couple days, though.
How you feeling?
No, I feel good.
You got the
Actually,
jitters?
well, and the reason I haven't played
the
is
twitches?
because Pocket had her second shot, and it did not go well.
Oh,
it has
really?
not gone well. She's really, I mean, I'd see her come out of her office and just be like, she's like, oh my God, I feel terrible. But then she'd be back down there, hi. And I was like, how do you do that? It was just amazing. So I was just like, had even more amaze and respect for what she does. But yeah, no, she's had some effects from that. So the last couple of nights we have not played. But
okay.
I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Whole new set.
Oh, they revamped everything?
Yeah, they revamped everything. Only a couple of the same traits. A ton of new champions. Some of the ones that stuck around changed, and all these new things. So yeah, it's been. I'm still in the learning curve process.
Okay.
But, I ended the last season, I believe, in either Plat 3 or Plat 4. It was close, right around. I can't remember exactly. Because all of a sudden it just switches, and all that's gone.
You just walk in, and
the progress is gone.
It's all cardboard.
Everything is, yeah. Actually, I started out in iron.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because I was having trouble getting, but through the fun little sheet, the tip sheets and things, I've getting the hang of a few of the builds now, and I'm in silver 1, I think. Right now.
Okay.
So,
is that kind of annoying at some point? You're like, I'd like to just kind of keep progressing at this other thing for longer. Like, you wish maybe they'd expand out this. Like, I'm kind of surprised at how quickly it seems like they dump these.
This was a big change, though. A lot of the other ones they'll change and do a little bit. This one was a really big one.
They'll do some incremental things.
It was actually. I get to a point where, I mean, I guess if it kept going on, and I just need to take that next step into learning a little bit more and understanding it on another level, I think, to go even farther. So it kind of gets to a point where I'm like, this is probably as good as I'm going to get here. So it is kind of fun to then learn a whole bunch of, it's good. I feel I can just feel my brain like, okay, I got this one down. All right, now I'm going to go over and do this one for a little while.
Right.
I just feel I feel myself adapting to the new stuff. So yeah, brand new, and but fun. Still fun.
Okay. So still fun. All right.
Oh yes.
Always fun. And how much have you spent in that game so far?
That would be $0.
All right.
Well, whatever my time is worth. Lots of hours.
$3 million.
Yes.
I found out how you can be a millionaire and never pay taxes. First, get $1 million. Second, when they come up to your door and ask you, hey, I forgot.
I forgot armed robbery was illegal.
You ended up playing nothing at all. Yes. Mike, you're a liar. You're an absolute liar. We were playing your favorite game mode, and you didn't want to come play with 2 other wonderful people and me. Leave myself out of being wonderful. It's fine.
Let's see.
Oh, you got a name.
Pronouncing. Oh.
He said if I say
this wrong, that's not what I want. I don't want somebody that might have it wrong.
I'll say AboutBeverages.
Yeah.
I'll see. That's probably what, Vignobles?
I would think so.
Yeah, because the G would be like an Enye kind of like
Vignobles, Vouvray. And anyone who knows French can help me out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I left Warzone open. Was sitting in chat with a friend. A likely story. It was. I even specifically said, Mike, we need you for 15. We've got Gambit going, and dead silence. Dead silence for Mike. You broke my heart.
I know it was you, Pirate Ninja Mike.
I even gave you the secret oatmeal and cream of wheat hacks this morning on his Twitter. He was asking about what to put in his oatmeal, and I said a little sugar, brown sugar and cinnamon. And I said a little pat of butter in the middle. And I said that's how Mom used to do the cream of wheat.
That's right.
And I was like, and he's like, oh my God,
butter
that's a great idea.
And and you eat around that.
I know, and then that like comes out little rivers of deliciousness.
The goodness is all there, ready to go. Yes.
In the middle of the night, the river of deliciousness.
To the river of goodness.
To the brown sugar of mountains of brown sugar. To the butter river so deep. You must be eating something. Something somebody growed. I don't know. And it can only be seen. Okay, we're done. That's all I got. I'm really running on some fumes there for that. All right.
Good. There's a Billy Joel reference.
I always love a good Billy Joel reference. Yes. I would agree. We need to get you a Billy Joel t-shirt.
Billy Joel album.
I've almost bought you there's a oh wait, no, not that one.
No, that's the one.
That's actually the one we do need to take off. There is a shirt that I've seen at Target. It's just the Prince like Purple Rain album. I'm like, I should get that for Keith, and he'd never wear it.
That's true,
but it'd be funny though. I'd just like to see you wear that to like Trader Joe's. You just have it under your shirt that you can just see like his little Jerry curl like on the top, like sticking out like a little tuft of hair.
I think it's my chest hair.
That'd be great. Actually, you cut a small hole right there, so it is just your chest hair coming out as the top of it. That's a visual we didn't need.
That's all right. We didn't need it.
Anybody putting in some channel points for the deep V?
No, there's no. Yeah. Oh, the V.
No V channel points this week. All right, we are having too much fun, but we're going to record a podcast of the fun stuff.
The stream. People are taking their points back.
Yeah.
Wait, it went down. It was at 6,000.
Oh my God, yeah. Boost the stream. It is boost the stream time if anyone wants to pitch in their points and boost the stream, but I'm feeling everybody's just going to be like,
we've done that so many times.
We're tired of it. Except for Mike. Mike said, all right, you made me feel guilty about Gambit. Here's 2,000. Mike, thank you for the 2,000. I appreciate it. Thank you, bud. So we're going to record a podcast. These entire videos now that we do go up on Twitch. These Thursday evening.
As long as we're recording.
That's true, and I did remember this. I've only forgotten once out of like
12,
no, I
just wanted to make sure.
I feel pretty good about that. No, it's good to mention.
All right.
It's good to mention. So these entire videos now, obviously, as you can see, go up on YouTube. If you ever want to see those, they are in a giant playlist. If you want to go back and look at the other ones, because we only put up so many podcasts, so there are definitely ones that don't always make it, but they're in these full videos. So now everything is archived. So if you want to go there, you can take a look, and we've got it all labeled what we were tasting at the time, and you can go in there and check those out. But for the official podcast, we do take down some of the alerts and other things. So I apologize if you want to, follow or do any of those things. You can either wait if you want the full fanfare, or just know that when we are done with the podcast, we will thank you for your wonderfulness.
We will acknowledge your
but we do appreciate everybody lurking and hanging out. And if there's questions that you have about the beverage as we're doing it, we'll try and find little break points where we can say hello and talk about that stuff.
Glasses down.
Yeah.
Glasses down, Dan.
Did you need to write it out like phonetically?
Vignobles.
I
was just going to say La Chateau, but okay. We'll do with that person that we were going to reference.
Loaf of bread.
If we're pronouncing this wrong, please.
There you go.
Don't hesitate to let us know. Vignobles.
Yeah, since we're already recording, whenever you want to start.
We have definitely been on a wine kick lately.
We've gone through a 3-pack of the collection of Empathy wines, the Gary V joint. We did all of those, and overall, that was great. That was a great experience. We definitely like the red one was our favorite. Red one was our favorite.
Ended with the best one, I think.
Yeah, I like the rosé quite a bit. The white was good, but I don't know if it's quite worth the dollar amount in our opinion. But overall, that was a very fun little experience. And since it's still hot in Southern Arizona,
true. Since it's just beginning.
God,
the hot is just beginning. Yeah, of heat that we will feel forever.
The heat is on. Only the beginning. All these references,
musical references,
and more, including a wine for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew,
and I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Vignobles La Chateau Vouvray. And if I pronounce any of those words wrong, don't hesitate to let me know. Let us know. Vouvray part, I'm pretty sure I got right. The other two, I'm not sure. But this is from the Loire Valley in France, and it is 100% Chenin Blanc grape. It's depending on who you talk to. Some people will say it's semi-sweet. Some will say it's semi-dry. But I think those are both the same thing. If you're partially dry, you're partially sweet, probably. So
I was just going to say that.
So
the wine claims semi-dry.
Semi-dry. Semi-sweet.
So I would say it's a little more toward the sweet side, though.
I've had people when and eventually we'll do them again at the store, when we would do wine tastings, people try it and say, oh, this will be great because my wife will appreciate the little bit of sweet in this, and it is a little bit, it's not too sweet, but it's a little dry. So there's usually, this is one that people can find a common ground, but I've also had people say it's too sweet as well. So,
okay.
But, so anyway.
Is this fall into like Gewürztraminer kind of sweet? Like
no, it shouldn't be that. No,
okay.
Not like that. No, it's
just kind of trying to prepare my brain a little bit. Sometimes
just something more along. Remember although this isn't going to have the fizz, and it's not going to taste like that. But remember the Vino Verde.
Oh yeah,
which kind of has a little bit of fruit, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of. It's not overly one way or the other.
Those were nice.
It's going to be that sort of an experience. Like I said, obviously not that grape, not that country, but that sort of.
Are you still carrying those vintages down at Trader Joe's?
The Vino Verde?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have
whatever the newer ones. Like whatever version is that.
You're not talking about the different years. You mean the Adelina, the one we did the two?
No, but whatever that.
Yeah,
Vino
Verde. Oh yeah,
just that one.
We still care. Oh yeah.
All right. Because I was say because people could go in the archives.
They can
at YouTube. Obviously, if you're checking out here, you can search for that, or in the archives at AboutBeverages.com and check out those reviews from last year. Was that last year?
Probably longer even.
God, has it been 2 years?
It's a huge. That is a.
Does
huge
last year
seller.
count? Does 2020 count in any regard to anything?
It has.
I get that year back, right? Like I don't even have to count that as part of my age, correct?
Right. Yeah. Oh, good. I didn't know realize that's how that works.
Checking.
Certain things certainly was different for sure, but no, that's a really big seller. It goes in and out of stock, but we do still carry it.
Good clarity, very light straw in color.
Yeah.
Nothing good. I don't see like any crazy sediment or anything like that, which I'd hope not. But
right.
Always got to look.
Yeah, especially with the twist cap. Yeah,
yeah, especially with the twist cap.
The twist cap's leaving sediment, it's not a good thing.
The twist cap catches the sediment. It's a little known fact.
Oh, that's true.
It's a secret.
Here's a little known fact.
DNA stands for dames are not aggressive. I think it stands for deoxyribonucleic acid.
Paris Latin, the Latin declension, and my point is still moot. For that later.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
That's nice and bright. Like I said, a little bit of not lemongrass, but lemon and grass.
Yes.
Like two separate things, a little pear.
Yep.
And then kind of this, I know you can't really smell it, but like it's alcohol.
Oh, I see.
Kind of comes through a little bit. It's 12%. I looked on the bottle, which is not like not like it's super hot, but I think just because of the thinness probably of this aromatically, that seems to come through a little bit, but very nice, very pleasant.
Yeah. I agree with all of those things.
Got anything to add there, Sam?
No.
Damn it. I nailed it. All right. Well, then I'm going to let you start when we talk about the taste then.
Oh, I will do that.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. I was going to start talking.
Oh, you can do it.
No.
You can go right into it.
I didn't have it's one of those things too, like now I didn't have a full breadth of everything that I wanted to say, but I at least had an initial comment. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things.
You wanted me to start.
I know. And that too. All of these things for the
just
balls. I'm all. Just do the Bobby Bowden.
Oh, yeah.
It's like only 3 people in the world that'll get that joke.
And probably none of them are
probably
here.
None of them watching. Yeah. Maybe one person watching. I mentioned to Joe, I was like, well, we're doing the Dos Hombres tonight if you get home. Like, come check us out.
Yeah.
So figured he might be interested in that.
Might be something to take over for next week.
Yeah. At least bring a sample of it over.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Not bringing the whole bottle.
Yeah.
That thing's got to stay here. Even if it's not good, it's too valuable.
That's right.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Am I starting or do you want to start?
No, you should start.
Okay.
Well, so I think Just kidding. Go ahead.
No, I know.
Gotcha.
We were working on that bit off screen.
Yeah, they were.
There's to me a touch of sweet on the end, the kind of honey sweet, not like not overly so. It makes your mouth water a little bit, which I like. There's some nice fruit. I'd say more toward the pear apple, and I just think it's very, very approachable, very easy drinking, and very but still a good amount of flavor. Nice. The body actually surprises me too. There's a little bit there, not it's not thin, but it's also it's not like super heavy either. But there's just like the right amount. What do you got?
I agree. Like, so it's definitely more toward that. Like, I get a little tart, like sides of my mouth are kind of like watering a little bit. Like, so it's kind of, like kind of Granny Smith kind of apple where you're getting a little bit of that kind of green apple tart, that little bit of pear. I'm not really getting any of the lemon or that grassiness that I kind of got in the aroma. That's pretty much gone. It's pretty sweet to me. Like, this to me, honestly, is
sweet. Okay.
Is sweet. That's what I got at first. But yeah, very approachable, very delicious. I'm perfect in this kind of weather. Like I said, as we're getting toward, the 100-degree temperatures here in Southern Arizona, I think that.
So would you say it's too sweet though?
Not for, no, I mean, okay. I like it. Like, so, but it's definitely like if someone did not like sweet, well, that's interesting. So a good one to try that out on would be my mother-in-law, because she always likes the sweeter ones. I wonder if do you think this would be sweet enough? Well, so you usually have a little better idea on that just because of Thanksgiving get-togethers.
So good point on that. But so my in-laws, really enjoy the sweeter stuff too, like the Liebfrau milk and things like that.
Oh, sure.
But yet they do like this.
Okay.
They enjoy this.
I think she would like this because to me I think there is enough sweet, but then I think the other stuff is very interesting where this might be that little, probably it'll never change, but this might be that slight bridge where you could slowly start caterpilling, inching their way along to like something a little something else. But no, I like
it does not dry you out. But yeah, I mean, it, like you said, it makes your mouth.
To me, it's mouth watering because of the little bit of the tart that is there. The sweetness is very nice. The flavor is really like there's a nice balance of flavors. It's not like ridiculously complex, but I think it's really good.
And SoCal Dave used to like Vouvrays as a starter, like with your crackers and your cheese, your cheese board, things like that. So he was actually the first person that introduced me to Vouvray, and I remember being a little. And this is years ago, and I'm sure it was probably a higher end, but a little crisper and not quite as sweet. It was a little bit drier.
Okay.
And there are those that do tend more toward the dry.
I could see liking that more than this. Like I said, not that I don't mind the sweet, but I wouldn't mind getting even a little crisper, a little more tart, because then that would cut through, like if you're thinking of like a, either meat and cheese, a little charcuterie kind of stuff, meat and cheese board kind of thing, like that might cut through that a little bit. And there is a little bit more body here than I would have thought of. Like I said, just looking at it and initially starting to taste, I am surprised. Not overly heavy, but the viscosity's there. That's really nice. I don't think we mentioned cost.
$9.99 now.
Okay.
Used to be, it's funny, at one point in time this was $6.99, and then $7, and then so.
Got too popular. Is it popular or is it scarcity? Is it harder to get
probably,
this one in?
I'm guessing it's probably scarcity or at least maybe coming from this area of France. I don't know for sure, but so it did jump up there a little bit, but
it's kind of amazing when you think about it. Like I said, so France, thinking about something for $9.99, how do the growers make any money? Like you think about, like I'm like the boat's bringing it over, or the gas, and just like all those other things. How are they making any money? Like, it's sound like Jerry Seinfeld. I was like, where's the money for these people? Where's it coming from? And that's a great way always to end a podcast. But an even better way to end a podcast is to watch another podcast, either at our website at AboutBeverages.com or to head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button right there. And then you can always find all of our latest podcasts as they hit. If you only want the audio stuff, we've got you covered there too. Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. If you have a favorite podcasting app that you use, to search for About Beverages, you will find us there, and you can listen to us on the go. We would greatly appreciate that. Also, you're going to talk about some pillars.
The pillars.
And you've got to add another pillar this week.
Are we officially adding a fourth?
By the
or
time
are we subtracting?
By the time this video goes up, we will just add a fourth. I almost feel like we should just take away one because I can't even log into our account. Are you able to log into our account on one of the pillars?
I have never tried.
I can't. Well, then if you've never tried, none of the passwords I have worked, and it's like they want me to make a new account, and I am not making a new account for them. So 3 pillars, but you know what? A new pillar. And you know what to switch out.
Okay. That's what we're doing.
Let's do 3 pillars. Should we make it official
the 3
for right
pillars,
now?
okay.
Let's do it. The 3 pillars.
Being Instagram.
Yes.
TikTok.
Aha!
The newest one.
The new pillar.
One's been removed, and one has been put in its place. TikTok. But at least for now, the one that we use most often is Twitter.
100%.
Where you can follow us and find out when we are about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. We're going to let you know when we do that most Thursday evenings, 5:30 Pacific. And come in, hang out with us, and chat beverages, chat sports, chat food. All kinds of different things happen here. Home maintenance happened earlier today.
That's true. There was a lot of home maintenance talk earlier for no good reason.
Also, Andrew will let you know what he's doing throughout the week, what games he's playing, what he's drinking while he's playing, who might be joining him, where he'll be going. Oh, all kinds of stuff that you can find out. I know.
Do you take a breath?
Tired.
Okay.
I was tired. Right. But follow us follow About Beverages on Twitter and Twitch
and all those things. But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. Pocket.
Hello, Pocket. She's been working.
It is wonderful to see you.
I'm working and then preparing dinner.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Making her do this through horrible sickness. How dare you, sir?
No,
How
she's
dare
been
you?
feeling much better today.
Okay.
I believe. At
right.
least, hopefully, though yesterday she was feeling better and then kind of had a little bit of a backslide. So I don't know how she's doing right now, but hopefully she's still doing well.
That was kind of how my wife was, too. Like, I don't think it sounds as bad as that, but she definitely had about a day and a half of, like, achy, didn't want to get up, tired. Like, I got fatigued. You and I think we're very similar. Like, more arm soreness, fatigued that next day, and then I pretty much came back up out of it. And I don't even know if it hit like Joe.
She got the red. She got actually a little red in the shot area there, and that doesn't help.
I did on the first one. Like mine, I had like almost like a little bit of a knot. Which it's interesting, like when you read about like, you know, like why you get that soreness, it's just because it's your muscle and like it's creating all those proteins like literally right there. And that's why that gets sore is because of that. So interesting. No backslide today yet?
Good. Yeah.
All right. That's good to hear.
Yay.
I'm going to pour some more. This is really good. I am honestly.
Yeah, I like this a lot because it to me, it's not too sweet and it's not too dry. It is refreshing. It's enjoyable. It's a good starter, but it could go with salads or, you know, a lot of
I think this could work up through the salad course, or depending what your main meal is. If it's like a lighter fish, like if you're having a white fish or something like that, or
the summertime,
Vouvray time.
I like that song actually.
Vouvray time. I don't
Vouvray
think it's
time.
Summer. What beat did he steal for that one?
I don't know. Did he steal it?
I'm assuming. Like, does he do anything that's original? Like original beat wise? I mean, his lyrics are original. I'm not saying not besmirching Will Smith, but
I thought that one. I don't know that one. I never. If it is associated with something,
okay. I didn't know if that was like.
I don't know what it is.
That used to be whatever Strawberry Delight. Like I don't know what like some
Strawberry Delight. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll have that.
That sounds good. I'll have that. It's funny. Like I think. Because of my age, and now speaking of, like I said, since we'll be some videos, I think probably starting tomorrow, definitely by next week before this video would even have a chance of going up. Like I said, follow on TikTok. You can do it now. Start putting up some videos there. But anyway, some of the stuff that I see on there, and it's like people like, and it's people that seem a little bit older, but they're like songs you probably didn't know were like actual like, covers.
Oh, right.
Okay. And I'm like. I knew that, like, that's obvious. Like, I was like, how old? Like, I guess you're playing to people that are 10. Like, I don't know if, like, that's what you're thinking. Like, it was just some very obvious ones. I was just like,
well, I can't think of, like, one right off the top of my head, but I remember, like, seeing
like
commercials.
Wild Wild West. Like, obviously, that was it. And I don't know. I think that might have been one of the ones he was like, yes. I was like, okay.
Well, I was thinking, like, when I was a kid, watching some commercials. And they were using songs that at the time I didn't realize those were songs because they were maybe songs from the 50s. Or being 10 years old. And there'd be a song. And then later you're like, oh, that was used in an ad, So, yeah, no. I think people would know that. That's the Wild Wild West. Yeah, that one, like, that was one. There was a couple, like, there's someone like that's like their whole thing is they're like, he'd be like, the song you've heard. The song they took it from, he does this like little thing and like showing it. It's like, oh, it's kind of cute. It's like, okay, but yes, I don't know how you base a channel around obvious things. Okay. There's also cool another, like the song you're probably most familiar, the version you're most familiar with. Yeah. But have you heard the original? Or have you heard
that could be more,
that kind of thing.
That could be interesting. Like a lot of people don't like, oh, I didn't know that was a remake. you know, especially if it's something older, 40s, 50s, like even 60s.
Yeah.
You know, people might not. It's weird to think like the 60s are like 60 years ago. Like some of that stuff is just like, there was something the other day and they were talking about something from the 80s and they're like, that song is 50 years. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that sounds weird.
And so are my brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's certain.
I think it was maybe it might have been like Physical Graffiti, like just turned 50 or something like. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that one hit me because obviously just been listening to that for forever. And because even that was, you know, before I was born, but still, even then, it's still like that hit is like, oh, like another level. What? Yeah, this is great. I am a little surprised at $10. I thought you were going to say 7 or 8. Not that 10 is that much more.
Well, especially when it's $6.99, $7.99.
It's a steal at $6.99. $6.99 is a steal. Yeah. Even at 10, I think that's really good, just because it's for that price point. For usually, sometimes what we have, at least for what I get in a Trader Joe's wine, usually it's not quite as complex as I'd like. Whereas this one actually kind of went beyond my expectation. I was like, oh wow, there's more there. And like I said, in the sweet, like I said, the only thing for me, I would back off for a little bit more on the sweet. If, you know, there were versions of this and that went a little more toward the tart, that would probably
and I think there are.
That'd be my perfect wheelhouse, but this is really good. And
we
I
used
think
to
very approachable for a lot of people.
At least one other. Sometimes we would carry 2 or 3 Vouvrays at the same time. We've always had this one, and then we would rotate through others, and they were a touch drier. I know the one was definitely a touch drier than this one, but that Sauvignon Blanc that we had, the French one, several months ago now, the one I think it had been marked down to $7.99. The La Trois, the Trace.
Oh, yeah.
That one. So they had marked that down because they had some older inventory that wasn't moving.
Previous years, or okay.
So we sold through all that. It was gone. Then when the newer versions came back, they forgot to change the price back to $16.99. And it was at $7.99, and so I think a lot of us, they're just gonna. So you know, I had bought a couple of bottles of it. I'd bought one actually. I bought a second one. Then I guess they sent out an email and they realized, oops, hey, we forgot to change this price. So it's back up to $16.99 now.
So do you stand outside with your 2 bottles and say, I'll sell you for 12?
Yeah, I'll say this. Hey,
I just got a good deal for you. I just made $10.
No, somebody came in today and she's like, I'd like to buy you guys had a Sancerre and it was $7.99. I'd like to get a case of that. And I was like, well,
I'd be happy to sell you a case.
Yeah, but I was like,
I'm gonna be.
You're talking about this one, right? I said, yeah. And so I gave her the story. So
did she take half a case?
She bought 2 bottles. Still,
that's kind of.
We talked about a few other options, but to go from 8
no. I
17.
meant kind of sad for her that's what she had to drop down to because it went up so much. No. Not that she changed her mind. I would too.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be able to like something enough when it came to wine that I actually wanted to buy a case. I always thought that would be neat.
Charles
I've never been able to do that. Not because of price. Like, I don't think I've ever had anything where I was like, I'd love to have 12 bottles of that. I didn't, it's rare, like that I have found something that I have loved that much, and that then also would match into the like, oh, it's only around $10. That's only $120. Like, because there's been some of the wine tech stuff that I get. Actually, I did buy a couple bottles from Wine Tech that they had a Pinot Noir from like 2014, and it was like 20 something. I was like, all right, these are the fun things I'm looking for, is like looking for that stuff that like normally this is 40 and it's a Pinot Noir and it's 8 and it's it's like, all right, that's a cool one that we can try at some point. So I bought 2 of those, but that was one where they're like, buy a case, and they're always like, you should buy a case and save it for friends. I was like, that's $300, Jack. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, sorry. Like, I wish.
That's 5 clicks, Jackson.
Oh, God. I can't get anyone else to watch. Can't get anyone to watch that movie with me.
Rachel
likes it, but she it's kind of a sad movie, and she doesn't like it's Thomas Hayden Church because he's a despicable bastard.
Oh, right.
But that's his character.
And
then because I think
they both are just kind of sad.
He's just a sad sack.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like I don't think he's. Oh, I'd have to watch. He's not like a bad person though. He's just kind of like a sad like loser kind of guy. And then Thomas Hayden Church's buddy is like, you can tell that like,
he does steal from his mom. When they stop at his mom's house,
that's true.
He does go into her bedroom and grab a wad of cash.
That's true.
Her, and then, so I mean, yeah.
Well, that's not great. I forgot about that part. No, okay.
I mean, we're all flawed on some level, I guess.
So. I think we were trying to find something to watch, like, because we're always trying to like, we've been watching, movies with my son a little bit, where it's like, we watch Goodfellas and we've watched, The Godfather. We're trying to watch some of these classics, and he's been enjoying those. And then I think there was one night we were trying to find something and trying to, something that was interesting in him. And I think I said Sideways, and Rachel's like, I'm not watching that. And I was like, oh, but she's like, oh, no, it's a great. She's like, it's fantastic. Like, it makes me feel.
Don't need to watch it again.
She's like, it makes me feel uncomfortable to watch. I think it's like a Clockwork Orange, where it's like you recognize that this movie is like, a masterpiece of what it was, but it's like you also cannot be like, it's like, hey, let's go watch. Like, I
still
don't
haven't
ever
seen
say
a Clockwork Orange.
I don't ever say those words. I mean, I'd watch it with you if you ever want to watch it. Like, it's just
I've seen part of it.
It's just a creepy dystopian,
Yeah.
And it's Stanley Kubrick, so it's very good. It has some iconic scenes in it, and stuff that's obviously still referenced to this day and is fantastic. But yeah, it's not one of those other than
it's not a feel good movie.
No, and not that everything has to be a feel good. Like because obviously like Goodfellas isn't necessarily a feel good movie, but it's like I don't know. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Certain movies are disturbing.
7, but that's also one of my favorite movies.
Way more disturbing than
probably like Goodfellas. Like yes,
yeah.
no, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is like there's a level of like you can like 7. I also think is disturbing, but I could watch that and like I love that movie.
Yeah,
it's just like it does. That's fair. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Not that my wife was wanting us to watch A Clockwork Orange because I don't know if I want to watch that with my son.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I said, that's trying to find some of those movies, like Full Metal Jackets. Like all of a sudden, like you're like, hey, let's go watch Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, or Platoon or something.
Yeah, I watched Platoon quite a few times though, but like it's not one I rush for.
Yeah, I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket.
I've not seen that in a very long time. I want to say, I remember like enjoying the first half more than the second because it takes like the turn because then it's like all like the first half is all about the boot camp stuff and that whole plot line and trajectory, which is Vincent D'Onofrio and like all his stuff, and that's really
Vincent
good.
D'Onofrio's in there.
Yeah, he's the main guy that I won't spoil the things and stuff that go on. But yeah, he's like the main.
That's all right. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it. So.
It's worth a watch. Like I don't know.
Vincent D'Onofrio's in he's in Mystic Pizza. That's the first thing I remember seeing.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen Mystic Pizza.
And,
is that Julia Roberts?
The complete opposite, probably. Julia Roberts.
Okay,
Lily Taylor, Julia Roberts.
Yeah, this he's like. I mean, because it's also
and then obviously Men in Black.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, his Men in Black character very similar to his Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, and also the not the most recent, but the second most recent Jurassic Park. Vincent D'Onofrio.
That's right. Okay. Wow, I haven't seen that in a very long time too. He was interesting. He was like a bad guy in some other movie too. Like wasn't he like a serial killer in something too? And then he was on like some sort of like homicide. He's on
one of the Law and Order
things or whatever too.
One of those for a long time.
He's had quite a career being that kind of actor. But interesting. Yeah, interesting stuff going on.
We even talk about Vincent D'Onofrio on
exactly. Yeah, I should change the title of our screen. Just chatting Vincent D'Onofrio. See how many people come in for that one.
How many Vincent D'Onofrio movies can you name?
How many can you
without
name?
looking at IMDb or something like that?
Yeah.
Without checking the interwebs. Just going right here.
I would rather watch Full Metal Jacket over, I think, Clockwork Orange. Not because I like one better than the other, but one's just like
I can't compare the two because I haven't seen either one.
One's like, you should do Disturbing Fest then. You should just do Disturbing Night.
Disturb.
I hate myself. I am so down with the sickness right now. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you like this.
Yeah. No, this is very good.
Have it as you stream tomorrow.
I probably will as I stream what I don't know. I don't know yet.
Not halfway.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we have usually on Friday we do our.
We're doing something with Pirate Ninja Mike.
Yeah. I won't answer my chat call. Oh, no,
you're going to be playing AFK. Oh wait,
what is this AFK game? Yeah. What is this AFK game?
We're playing AFK today.
We're playing AFK. What? It's fun. Oh, now I can go here. Did it actually put them? Oh, there. Debo actually posted. He posted in the pub. I don't know why you put it in the pub, Debo. Steam will not sell pickup artist games. Super Seducer. Steam will not, okay. Did it put? Oh, it only put the one. That's weird. I wonder where that second one. Oh, there. It put the title, but it didn't actually put the article. Well, here's the bourbon article if you want to read through that.
Oh, okay.
That one's in there. Very strange. Very, very strange. Well, our final beverage of the evening.
Final featured beverage.
But
we're going to have a supporting beverage.
Oh, that's true. We're going to have
understudy beverage.
The understudy beverage.
Just a quick
So
sip.
what's the understudy beverage?
The Espada Pequeña Mezcal from Trader Joe's, which we have done a podcast on before.
We did.
You can go back into the archives at AboutBeverages.com or go to YouTube and check out the video for that. I think we had a comment. Someone told us that... what they say? I don't know. They said not nice, but we've also got some good thumbs ups on that one too, I believe. Lots of views, I hope. Maybe not. No. Only one thumbs down. Who cares?
I mean, it was very much watched. Also, it's nice. So it's about a year ago.
Okay. 726 views. That's good.
726 views, which is good. That part's fine.
No, 10 up and 3 down.
10 up and 3 down. So that's good.
Percentage.
It was more I think the comments on this one, people were just like, fake mezcal. This is but then I engaged with these people and was like, hey, okay, well, that one's not good. This is one of our first ones. Like, what's one you like? And then no one ever comments back. They just want to be their, kind of trash human being, just run through and, crap in your comments and then move about their day, which is fine if that's what you want to do, if that makes you feel better.
June of last year, June 18th.
Yeah. Okay. We also did the Paloma cocktail, which I think was what made that one of my favorite things, was just that smoky with the grapefruit juice.
Yes. And the lime. And
that is absolutely delicious. That is like one of my favorite things. Knock, knock. It's Hung Jury. It's back. And that's all Destiny talk I'll have for the day. Halo, thank you very much. And that is correct. Hung Jury is back. That is very true. Very, very excited about that. Why can't I find, where's those? They down. You have to go like super low for it. No, those are the videos. I don't want to unlike. Doesn't matter.
Unlike it.
Anyway, like I said, they were saying they were not a huge fan of this, but we're going to taste this one again, just quickly. It's not going to be part of the podcast.
Nope.
You guys will get to see this as we do that live, and then we will be going into the Dos Hombres Mezcal. It is obviously a Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul joint. They did this shortly after Breaking Bad finished. They've got actually 2 mezcals on here. They have one that's using the Espadin, which is a 6-year-old agave, and the other one is the Tobala, which is a 25-year-old agave that these. Now, these are not aged 25 years or 6 years, which I initially incorrectly thought.
The agave
itself, that's how old the plant is.
Wow.
Whoa. So obviously that's some sort of, a quality bar level there, but it has won many awards, as we can see here on the screen. Winner 8 chicken dinners, apparently.
Yes.
But we'll give that here a try in just a second. That is why, of course, I am wearing the shirt that I am right now. I am the one who knocks.
Okay.
We had to make a Breaking Bad reference at least. I wasn't sure what shirt I was going to wear, and I was like, wait, I have the shirt for this.
I just decided to go Bears, so.
Which is good too. I was almost going to as well. Then I was like, I wonder if he'll go Bear. And that was before I thought of theirs.
Okay.
Introvert, 3 cheers to you. How are you?
3 cheers.
How are you? Hopefully everyone is having a good evening. But let's go grab that beverage. Let me get in the right spot. And we'll be right back.
We'll see you in a few.
Got to get a little hit of that first.
A little something, something.
A little something, something. So you've been enjoying this one quite a bit, because I can see that you bought this 2 years ago.
Well, no, we tried it in June. We tried it here, made our drinks, and then I had... Oh, no. I bought the bottle. You bought a bottle.
Yeah, I have...
I've made one drink with it. I think I made but it was a pretty big. I made a Paloma. I think I used 2 shots of it. Yeah, no, I haven't. But after we tried it, I was like, I really like that. But
I liked it too. Like I said, so we're going to do a quick little sip of this, just kind of acclimate our palates, which is something we've talked about it several times when we have either had whiskeys as of late, whiskeys, bourbons, scotches, other things. We try and have like a little sip of something else first. Just kind of, it's amazing what a shock that can be, because I don't
benchmark, drink. Remember, recalibrate.
Missed a little while talking with a family member on her 90th birthday. I'm back. Oh my God.
Gotta be
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wow. Jeez.
I'm thinking of a Beatles album.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
No.
Let It Be?
No.
Revolver?
Album. Name of the album.
Well, those are name of the
I know.
albums.
That's true.
Revolver? Rubber Soul? It reminds you of a rubber sole.
I'm getting like a little bit of like tire.
Oh wow! See, I'm getting like almost like
I'm getting smoky, but I'm getting
sea
a little bit
spray almost. I'm getting like,
really
and margarita. I'm getting salt actually. Like it's like
I'm getting now. I'm literally getting like tire. Like, which I like the smell of new tires. Like, so I'm not against it.
Don't get me wrong.
It's that kind of It's
I'm
that
getting
kind of
new
smell.
car smell. That's a great smell.
It's a little of that.
A little bit,
tequila and new car smell. The tequila and rubber tire. Noodle soup. Noodle soup. This is not the Dos Hombres. If people just got here right now, we're not having the Dos Hombres yet. We're trying the Trader Joe's Espada Pequeña Mezcal Artesanal. It's a Spadin. So honestly, almost exactly similar specs to the one we have right here.
Yep.
This
Hoven,
one,
which is young.
Yep. This one has slightly more alcohol, 82%. Or 82%. Oh, this is Everclear. Everclear Mezcal. No, 42%.
I detect a little Goodyear.
84 ABV. I detect a little bit.
Firestone.
Yeah, that's right.
This little Haddon-Kook, I believe, tire.
I'm getting I'm getting some Yokohama tire in here. Yeah, a little bit
Michelin, I believe.
Of Michelin, yeah.
Michelin 14, yes.
Now this is definitely this is a P275 75R15. This is a good tire.
This tire will work well in the snow.
Yeah, definitely. I feel that this has some good tread on it. Imported by Dos Hombres, Manhasset, New York. You know where Manhasset is?
Manhasset, right next to Manhattan?
I think so. It should be. If it's not, it should be. They need to move.
Manhasset.
All right. I like it. I mean, smoky, like I said, but it definitely has
low fruit.
It still has some of that rubber in there.
And
like,
smoky rubber.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish it didn't make me think of rubber. But it does a little bit.
I think I put it in your head because you didn't get it at all, so I feel bad.
I didn't on the aroma. I didn't on the aroma. I do get the smoke.
Sweet
definitely,
in the plant. There's definitely the plant
low sweet and that fruit and then the smoky.
Yeah. It's like a 70-30. It's like 30 of the low fruit and then 70%.
And I could understand why this could be a divisive spirit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll find out if this spirit is equally as divisive.
Yes. Once again, we're not having the Dos Hombres.
This is not the Dos Hombres at the moment.
This is not.
Lucky, how's it going? Good to see you. 2 cheers to you.
We
Good
don't
to see
want this
you.
guy knocking on your door.
That's right.
I am the
Wrong
one
way.
who knocks.
Had to have the shirt on. I know someone who likes the fragrance of tire stores. I know you would think that my wife would love this then, but she actually did not.
She didn't like it either?
This is another one that I think I think this one was a little too. So one of the ones, to go from let's not be completely negative. So the IY tradition that we had. Which also has a little smoke. That is one of her most favorite things that we've had in a long time. As long as it's not the front door.
Lucky's in the house. All right. Hello, Lucky.
It's only your back door, Lucky.
Good to have you.
Oh my God, who would say that? Lucky has a new puppy.
Aw, a new pup.
Let me see. While you're talking there, I'll look for beautiful puppy pictures so you can see this sweet, sweet little puppy. You stop talking.
No, I had a thought.
And it was?
And then I was distracted by puppy talk.
Took it away. No, not that one.
No, what was...
Wait, what? We have videos? Puppy chasing little boys? What? Did we already do a Bears draft review? We did at the beginning where we talked about that universally the Chicago Bears had the best draft, amazingly, and they said they picked up the next Patrick Mahomes.
Oh. All right. When you have the Patrick Mahomes, then you're in good shape.
Well, there we go. Look at this little guy right here.
Aw.
Look at this little guy. He's so cute. Play with a stick.
Be a little more clear when you
I said stick.
Okay.
I didn't say dick. I said stick.
Just
I look forward to your
clearly.
mid-season disappointment. Oh my God.
Wow.
I do too. Are you planning? Is Mahomes going to get injured again this year like he usually does? Or what is the plan for the offensive line? Like, are you signing? Like, what's the deal? No, I'm sure I'm sure this year will probably be a complete bust. Unless he is able to actually come along. Like I said, they're already saying Andy Dalton is our quarterback. So it's already set up for the Mike Glennon bullshit again, which sucks.
There you go. Oh,
share with us all these pictures. Okay, wait. I can do that. I think if I'm clicked on there, hold on. Give me 1 second. Lucky, I'm going to show your Twitter because it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Where's Chrome? Hold on.
Pocket's getting a little demanding out there.
That's all right. It's fine.
Okay, it's happening. I want puppy pics. I want my MTV. Are these, does Lucky know these children?
I thought about that. All right, hold on. Gotta work things.
Hang on. Bear with us. Andrew works his magic.
Does Puppy own a babushka like Pippin? I don't know. Probably not.
Are you able to rotate?
Oh, is your nephew's? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Look at that little guy running after him. All of a sudden you heard Lucky go like, "Get back here, you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
And for anyone who might have a gutter mind, puppy means puppy and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's true. Show me your puppy pics. Show me your puppy pics. There's that one.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that little guy right there. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Aw.
I know, right? I'm barely responsible enough to have a dog, God forbid, small children.
That's where it starts with the dog. And
That's
then it moves to children.
Begins. Look at that. Oh my God.
Is that pup gonna get big?
Yeah, I think is it a Labrador?
Look at you on that stick.
Is it Labrador? Chocolate Lab? Talk to you about your audio next time, Lucky. We'll work on that.
We need commentary.
Yeah, we do need some comment. Here he is. Do like some golf commentary on it next time. And the puppy looks like he's got about a 5 iron
80
there.
pounds,
That stick right there. He's a lab, so he's got another 80 pounds to put on. I bet. Puppies are actually harder than small children. In some ways, kind of yes. Like small children, you can kind of like quarantine off, even as much as they cry and they need like certain things. Like you can kind of quarantine them off. Where, yeah, a puppy can just gets into things when you walk away. Oh, absolutely adorable. Lucky. Oh my God, need more pup pics. Labs are pups for years, which is why they're so cute, because they have to be. Luke has peed on me already. Is that the name you went? Oh my God, I didn't see it. Did you? Because Lucky, you told me you were going to name the puppy Keith and that we were going to have a big reveal on the air. I'm kind of upset about this. We talked
Luke
during Grandmaster Nightfall.
Luke is good. Let's go with Luke. We've gone with Luke. He's gone with Luke.
I think, I think we need to talk a little bit about that.
But either way, Luke is the real star of the show.
True. Luke, Hank, Keith are Lucky. That was his funny bit. Was he was saying like if he named the dog Lucky, and then people get like to play games with him and they don't know like normal. All of a sudden he's like, "Lucky, what are you doing?" They think he's talking to himself in the third person. That was me. Lucky, you're not supposed to poop over there. Lucky, why'd you poop on that? Oh, Lucky, where did you pee?
You're referring to himself.
Lucky, why are you licking yourself? There was a lot
Lucky, don't chew on that.
Lucky, don't chew on that.
And may the 4th be with you. Just a couple days ago.
That's right. Well, yesterday was Revenge of the 5th.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that.
That's good, though. That's good.
All right.
That's good.
Absolutely adorable.
All right, so we've had our puppy moment here.
Yeah.
Puppy time.
He just seemed like a Luke and that's the thing, like we've talked about, like even with kids, sometimes people, it's like, you know, you have like certain, like I always like it when you have a few names picked out. I don't know how you guys wound up doing it. Like I said, we had a few options for boy or girl because we didn't know. You guys didn't know either.
We didn't know either. No.
Yeah, so we did that as well. Like I said, we didn't know, and we had a few kind of options each way because like you never know. Like you have the baby, and as silly as it sounds, like you might look like, that doesn't look like a whatever. Like it doesn't look like a Fred or something, you know. And it just kind of changes it. So it's always good to have a few options, like you know, in the chamber. Did you guys have multiple options?
We had it narrowed down to 2.
Okay.
And about a week before Ben was born, we had to go into the hospital. Just something was going. Kristen or Pocket just had to have a little checkup. of some sort, and the person who was there, he was studying to be a nurse, or I can't remember exactly what his job was at that time, but his name, he was so helpful, so nice, and his name was Benjamin. And so that kind of
had that already been one of your name options?
Yeah,
anyway,
the top
right?
two. That was one of our top two.
Okay,
and that just
Can I ask what the other one was?
Grant.
Oh,
and we've been very happy that's what we that Benjamin was the name we chose.
I'm glad you didn't go with Grant. I had a bad experience with a Grant when I was in high school. It was like a really bad middle, but that could have been anybody.
Yeah, no, and those are the kind of things you eliminate certain names as you're going along. And we had a list on the fridge and narrowed it down, and we'd gotten down to those two. And like I said, when he was so helpful, so reassuring, and we both just looked at each other and we're like,
did you tell him?
With Ben? We did, and then also good. I think we told him.
He's like.
Well, he was, but then later when Pocket worked at the hospital, she actually either hired him or he was at the hospital there when she went back. I can't remember, but she actually saw him again.
Oh, wow.
And actually then was able to share that story with him. So, yeah. So, and if I'm getting into this wrong, Pocket, please help me out. But that's roughly what happened.
So you didn't tell him then?
I can't remember if I think we told him that his name was one of the two we were considering.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if we told him that we'd made the decision or not. I think it may have been like later, that night or it may have even been right there. I can't, gosh, those things he came. Oh, okay. He came to HR when he was doing rounds.
Okay.
So I think he was a nurse at that time, or I don't know what he was at that time, but yeah. So anyways, and so she was able to then share that story with him at that time. So but yes. Okay.
And so that's super cool. Yeah.
So he got to know that he influenced our decision by being the cool person that he was, caring person that he was. So.
And then he walked away and shot up with heroin.
God,
that got dark real quick.
Did you guys have more than one?
We did. Like I said, our other alternate, we had Logan.
Logan, okay.
We always liked that one. And then I forget what we had for girls' names. I know we had Paige. It was one of our girl names. I can't remember what one of our we had a couple.
We had Abigail because I thought Abby would be cute.
That was the
patient care assistant. Oh,
that was the middle name.
Okay, so he was a patient care assistant when she was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or Reg.
Or Reg. Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't realize you were a Reg.
He worked for Reg Trading. He worked for Reg Trading. Yeah. What? Glad Joseph won. I think we were leaning more toward that one just because of the family name thing, and we, like I said, that was family name on both sides. Like I said, not only our family but my wife's family. That's been a long line, so it was kind of tied into both of those. For some reason I was trying to think of what the other one. No, that might have been. I think it was Paige was the middle. I think it was Leah was actually the first name of a girl named Leah.
That
Paige,
sounds familiar. Actually,
we were going with, and then I can't remember what the other one, but we had a couple there. And we thought maybe someday we'd always use the other one, but it never happened. So now we just have to name a dog that, I guess, at some point. To get to that. We should have named Pip and Leah. Damn it. We screwed up.
Dang.
Buster should have been Logan, and Pippin should have been Leah. We made mistakes. All right. Should we have a second mezcal?
We should.
Officially?
Official. Well, it's the first official. Second.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Well, for a podcast. For another podcast, at least.
That's true.
We've podcasted on that one already.
That's right. So, yes, we're going to do another podcast. We're going to do, like I said, we've got a mezcal that we're going to open up here and talk about. So we'll get into all the particulars on that.
Our glasses, or
I was wondering, what do you think? You want me to rinse them quick?
I think we should.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I was trying to take like the last sip. Oh, you want to rinse them? Oh, thank you. So we're going to do a podcast while Keith gets up. You saw that he has legs. Shockingly, I'm not the only one that has legs. He knows how to use them. But we will be doing... Again, this podcast here featuring something from the two guys from Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. This is their Dos Hombres Mezcal. They have a couple different mezcals that they do. This is the cheaper one, but still not super cheap, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So we're going to see. We wanted to try that other one, the Trader Joe's one that we had podcasted on previously. We wanted to taste it again just to kind of get not only the palate acclimated to that spirit in particular, but we've only had a couple. So if you guys are watching right now, if you have not, like I said, if you're just lurking, hanging out, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, you can always hit the subscribe button up there, the follow button, subscribe on YouTube, all of those fun, cool things. But if you have not, there's a shameless plug for that. You can click on all the stuff. But if you have a mezcal that you'd like, something you'd like to point us in a direction of, we are more than happy to always reach out and try other things. That is, like I said, we were kind of jokingly talking about with our YouTube, especially on this one for some reason this one was very divisive and gets a lot of views. And then also the Trader Joe's, the Japanese whiskey that Trader Joe's had. Also, lots of views, which we appreciate. But then also that comes with the comments of not real Japanese whiskey, not this, all this. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, you don't like that one, great. Tell me the one you like so that we can try it and we can talk about it.
That's what I was going to tell you. That listener, friend of the show, friend Todd, actually went to Raw Sushi the other week and a half or so ago, and he'd looked at the menu, and the Tradition Iwai was on there.
Oh.
And I recommended that he try it, but he's not a big Scotch person. And I said, it is a little smoky, so just keep that in mind. But other than that, I said, I think you might like it. And he said they actually had a couple of pours of it. And he said he didn't think it was all that smoky at all. So,
okay. Yeah, I don't think it's overly smoky. I just think it's like pretty good. If your parents hadn't named you your names, what would have you been called? Ooh, my name was almost Macy. I don't know how they were going to spell it. That's a good question. Have you ever thought about, have you ever thought you'd have a different name? Can you think of yourself with a different name?
Can't really think of myself with a different name.
Because for the most part, I honestly think they're not super, I think your name is more unique, obviously, than mine or Joe's, but mine is also fair. You see a lot of Andrews.
Yeah.
Usually you get the Drew. You get the, or the
Andy.
Yeah, Andy. Which most of those highbosh pretty quickly. No, I kind of like Andrew.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be either of those.
Frederick.
I don't. Frederick.
Freddie. Fredder. The Fredderman.
Frederick Frankenstein.
Frederick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's actually, we have the source, should be in chat, that can answer these questions. If what our names might have been.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Did we have any other naming options? That's right. If someone wants to come forth with those, but how about have you ever thought about yourself with a different name?
I have not.
I have not either.
About myself with a different name.
Yeah, I don't know if I can think of it. Or they're going to do a combo of their grandmother's names. Okay. I mean, that was definitely a thing. Like I said, we won't say what they are because we don't want to be giving out full, but there's some crossover with, our dad's name with, what the middle names were. And then I got just a family name, hand me down, which, like I said, is a little more on the unique side, but it also is always kind of I'm yeah, I have this is my middle name.
And it's a gin though.
That's true. I did save that gin. That is, it is the name of a gin.
Right. I've forgotten about that.
I think I've heard that. Yeah. I think I have heard that mentioned before. Yeah. I was almost Jessica. Okay.
Jessica Simpson Bourget.
Jessica Simpson Bourget. My sister, 9 years old when I was born, wanted me to be Peggy. Mom said no. But was there any other options for us, or was that just these are the names? Obviously I know there was another family name of some another brother that is not around.
Yes.
So there was that. So
there was that.
I'm assuming that name was never thought to then be alternately used for anyone else. Although you did get a K name though.
That's true.
So I don't know if they were just in that ballpark. Not a name option for me, but sometimes I wonder why Gilbert is a name.
And not just a city in Arizona.
Not just a city. Why is Gilbert an option? Why is that?
Who invented liquid soap and why?
That's good. But yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of myself with it. I just know I'm very specific to what I like of my name, since there are options. You don't really have slang names for yours.
No,
yours, you already are the shortened version of your name.
Yeah, it already is.
You already are.
Yeah.
I was almost Macy Miranda. I was like Miranda, but my maiden name started with an M, so mom and dad decided that having my initials be would be too much. That's pretty good, though.
It's probably.
That would have gotten kind of creepy at some point, too.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny, Raven. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you. Wonderful to see you, as always. But yeah, that's how I've always been. I've never liked Andy. And Drew, I mildly tolerate, but usually I cut that one off I nip that one in the bud pretty quick, too. Okay. I'm no, it's Andrew. That's cool.
But Andre.
Maybe I've accidentally typed that before because I'll leave off the W. If I'm typing really quick, all of a sudden I go back and look. I'm like, I'm not Andre.
Andre. Yes, I'm Andre.
You know what I forgot to mention? We do have. Who knows? We could have another couple flaky people like the ice cream people that I talked about last week or 2 weeks ago. But it sounds like we have 2 more people that are sending us stuff.
Oh,
completely separate from who we had worked with before.
Okay.
Like they just reached out to us. One of them is a lemonade company. They actually make a bunch of different lemonades that not only for your lemonade enjoyment, but then their big thing is pushing them as mixers for mixed drinks and things. So that's cool. Where they found the tie into us. And then I told you about the tea company. Didn't I?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I think you did mention that. Yep.
Both of them I reached out to and let them know. And it seemed like they were interested. The tea company said they were going to be sending us stuff. So I'm hoping I'm going to see that soon. I'll probably follow up with them again. I'm calling you Andy from now on. I never see you anyway, so it doesn't really affect me.
We never heard anything from Baker. Has been suspiciously quiet, unless she doesn't remember, or unless the names were the only choices.
Maybe she just put her foot down. She put her pregnant foot down and said,
"These are the names. There are no other options.
There are no other options.
This is my son, and he shall be called."
Yeah. He shall be called. He held up a Bible, not an iPhone at that time. All right. So we're going to do a podcast.
Let's get into these Dos Hombres need to get into some Dos Hombres.
That's really good. I haven't had to do it yet. I got called for jury duty.
Oh, yuck.
I tried to. I got it put off a little bit because I was the time they wanted me to go. Excuse me, pardon me. The time they wanted me to go was like literally like I think the day before my second shot.
Oh,
and I put in a thing. I was like, I'd normally be fine, but I'm getting my second, so I don't want to be put on a jury, and they can't I'm not going to miss the second. So then they're like, oh, that's fine, we totally understand. So now it's like again, it's next month, but I still have to call and see if I have to go in or whatever. Like,
I think I've had it since I had a time.
I think I've had to go like 3 or 4 times, and I've been put on a jury once.
I made it into the room a couple times, but never got close. So
I've made it in questions. Made it in the room twice, and like I said, actually got picked once. And then I was on the jury for like 2 days. I think it was like 2 or 3 day trial. It was kind of interesting.
Okay. I know that's what Pocket's like desperately wants to be called and get picked, and she has not yet. So
does she ever even get notices? Like rarely.
It's been I can't remember it's been a while. I know I had one. I think back in 2013 because we already had like a little vacation planned, and they postponed it. And then I think that may be the last time. Maybe there's been one other time since then, but nothing. Yeah, no, actually there has been one time since then because I did have to go downtown for a little bit, but so
Downtown
Disney.
Yeah, Downtown Disney. Disney's finally back open again.
I know. Only to states or citizens of California.
I saw that. It's weird, but then some people have been talking about but you can reserve hotel stuff though. So we're looking at like reserving in the future and hoping they've opened it up. We'll see. Might
as well try. I could use the same joke again to open up if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence, though, this evening, or as we record this podcast, because we are Dos Hombres.
That's true.
We don't usually refer to ourselves as that.
No, not usually. I don't usually also refer to myself as I'm the one who knocks.
Oh, that's true.
But we're making a lot of ties right here to one of at least my favorite shows of all time. Keith, at some point, we will get him to watch the show more than the first season.
I've watched the first season.
We will get him to watch more than the first season.
It only took me 5 or 6 years.
That's true. You've got a lot of life left to live, so I will get you through that show. There's only like 5 seasons, so I think we have a chance. But what we for sure have a chance with today is that we are going to try a Mezcal from Brian Cranston and Aaron Paul for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew. I don't know how much that one is. That one's probably very expensive.
This one was a little pricier than.
This one was a little pricier. So we do not have I'd like to preface this because we've gotten some comments on our previous videos. If you've either subscribed to us on YouTube or have followed us at all and want to go back in the archives, we've really only tried other one Mezcal. It's something have been very interested in. It was the Trader Joe's one. It was also an Espada, correct?
Espadon,
it was also a Joven.
A Joven, right.
So like
Oaxaca from the same
area, Oaxaca, same growing region. Like I said, so it kind of checked a lot of these same boxes, and we liked it. We did a little bit of a quick taster before this show again, just to kind of refresh ourselves on that. This one definitely ups the price point But we had some people tell us like, oh, that one's not good, like don't like it. But then we couldn't get people to tell us what ones to try.
What to try.
So if you guys have some ideas of things that we should try, leave it in the comments for sure. We read those, we will look through those, let us know, and we would love to go back and do some future reviews. But again, the one we have today, a little pricier. So how much is the Trader Joe's one that we previously had?
The Trader Joe's is $21.
So this one ups the ante a little bit. This one was $63.
Okay, more than a little bit.
Yeah, that's so more than a little bit. I got this at Total Wine. It was one of the last bottles on the shelf, or that I probably wouldn't have originally grabbed it. As I talked to you about, I was like, it was kind of an impulse of like, we've talked about we want to get this. Ooh, that's a little more expensive. And I was like, that's the last one, grab it. And then your joke was
that they probably just put one out and they watch somebody take that one because of that reason. And then they're like, someone bought the Dos Hombres. Go ahead and refill. Put one back out.
Refill with another one.
Building the mystery, as we might say. But so yeah,
that was that.
But also too, thanks to our wonderful subscribers and viewers and people out there, that's actually one of the reasons why purchasing this was a little easier.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
like I said, yeah, if you follow us on Twitch or if you subscribe to us on Twitch, like I said, generosity has made purchases like this possible, and we thank you for that greatly. So yeah, this is kind of our second foray into mezcal. It will definitely probably not be our last, no matter how this one tastes, because we even like the Trader Joe's one for the most part. When we redid it just now, though, we did speak of like I had some sweetness with some rubber tire, and you had what else?
I got a little saltiness, and but then also the smoky goodness. But there's a new one at the store too. We did actually get it in the Ojo de Tigre.
Oh, okay.
That well, we need 31 to probably, if we need to try that.
We should probably try that one then, depending on how this is. We don't really need to talk about how this looks because this is clear. This is like vodka-esque clarity here.
Water, whatever.
Yeah. We'll just get right to the aroma. There were no other big time considerations. We just knew pretty much. I still love all three names. They fit perfectly. I think they do too. Isn't that weird?
They do work.
Have you ever met someone? I guess it's a few times. Like, have you ever like met someone? You're like, you don't seem like a Hank, or like whatever, something like that.
You don't look like a Horatio.
Yeah. Like, do you ever like? Is that? Have you ever had anyone that you work with? Like I said, let us know in chat. Like, is there anything?
Okay.
I don't know how much we need to, and when I say we, I was thinking about what I wanted to say.
Right.
And I realized I was should we stop referencing that one?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because I was about to literally start with comparing it directly to that.
And I don't think we should.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree because I was thinking, I had that in my head a little bit too about maybe doing.
Well, compared to the last one. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right.
Noodle soup.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This one's 42 proof, right? Okay. 80, yeah, does that make sense?
82
84. Proof. 84 proof, 42% ABV. 40%. Okay. Yeah, so a little bit more than some previous.
I am surprised at the lack of smoke because of others that I have tried, and I have tried another one besides the other one.
Yeah, you were talking about that on the pre-show.
And just knowing that how this is made, usually mezcals are made in underground, so there is more smokiness imparted into the final spirit. I was thinking I would find some smokiness in there, but I mean, there's a little, but I get the agave plant actually in there. That kind of that fruit that we associate with tequila, which comes from the same plant. So what are you getting? I'm
getting, like I said, very similar. Like I said, it definitely still has, I get some smoke in there. I'm still getting a little bit of that rubber tire new car smell. Like there's a little bit, it's very balanced. I like that there's more of the agave plant coming through. I'm getting a little bit more of that fruit coming through. It's a wonderful kind of complex balance of all of those things. It's not just one thing really hitting me, and then at the very end, I'm getting a little bit of everything, which I really like. I like the aroma of this because to me it's more complex. It is, it is not. Yeah, it is not as smoke forward as previous things, but I like the balance of all of that, and I like being able to get. I like the heart of the plant still coming through.
I agree.
All right, let's see you on the tequila.
Hombres. Mezcal.
That too.
I do get, if people forget my name, I usually do get Kevin. That was one of the...
Oh, our former neighbor used to call Keith Kevin all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Kevin is, usually the name that if people forget, that's what I get.
I was trying to find what they said they used for.
First you get the money.
Huh. It's Rachel's maiden name.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Doesn't say.
Oh, that's not the person, though. That's the town. Oh, no, I guess it is.
It seems like it's him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a very common name. I don't see things, but yes, like usually these always have more, like, I mean, dude, that looks like he's literally in the middle of smoke.
Yeah.
That poor bastard right there, like in the fields.
4 days of baking the agave and
4 days of cooking his meth and making the agave.
I think it'll be okay as we're summarizing to reference that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, just try and hold off as much as possible. Probably like being like, well, this is it, because it's not like we said compare and contrast. Like I said, it's just. We're also big on what the names represented, their meanings. Oh, interesting.
That's good.
I like to tell us a little about this.
To know the origins of the names as well.
Have you ever looked up what your name meant?
I think.
Well, now I'm going to do it.
For it. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah.
Wood Forest.
Masculine given name.
It comes from a Scottish surname adopted given in 19 Wood Forest from the battleground. Oh my God.
Well, of course, if anyone knows me, that's extremely appropriate.
That's great. It's a word is derived from the Greek Andres, itself related to
means
ancient
man.
Greek. Thus meaning manly, brave, strong, courageous, and warrior.
I wonder if any name is going to mean weak, wimpy.
I thought mine might say like a kind of a pussy, but I wasn't sure. Like I thought maybe. Okay, Joe's is the lamest of all. It just says an ordinary man.
But it's not the name maybe necessarily.
Ordinary man.
I don't think that's the name, Joe.
What does, all right.
Because like you'll hear, yeah, Joe,
ordinary
man.
All right, I'll be more specific.
It might be the...
All right, I'll put Joseph.
Yeah, Joe, some guy.
Some dude. Joe Cool. He will add.
Meaning he will be the next child.
I guess. Okay.
All right.
Apparently you and I should have been warriors at some point.
Yeah.
You'd have been the forest and I would have gone into battle to save that forest.
He's like the wind. Okay, totally different thing.
Oh, where's Patrick Swayze when you need him? 6 feet under is where he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Rest in peace, Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
I always think him when we're playing games sometimes we'll say, no one puts me in a corner.
Oh, no one puts me
Get stuck in a corner by like an enemy or something. Like no one puts Andrew in a corner.
Pocket and I do that on the TFT board. There are different places and there's a corner and we'll say nobody puts Garen in the corner.
We do. Saving forests like Smokey the Bear. There you go. Are you ready?
Yeah. the smoke is there, but it's definitely restrained. I think it's more of a supporting component, and kind of like you were talking about with the aroma. I think there's some of the agave fruit. You get that smoke.
The sweet is in there.
The sweet. There's a little bit of heat. The alcohol's there a little bit.
Yeah. Which I kind of like that spice. Like it brings a little bit of liveliness to the tongue, and also like that kind of a little bit of heat.
Yeah, and I think it's a nice balance, and just thinking of the couple that I have tried, I think this, like I said, the smoke is more restrained, but I think everything's more harmonious, I guess, in this one.
I would agree. I like that the smoke kind of just like smoke does, almost kind of lingers throughout all of your tastes. Like it said, it's not just like this huge like wall of it up front, and then afterwards you get these other things that are kind of disparate. Like you're actually getting like, oh, I'm getting the smoke, but now I'm getting some of the agave, but now the smoke kind of it kind of weaves its way through everything. Yeah, and I agree. I get all of those same flavors. I really like this one. This is excellent. This is definitely my favorite. Right, but again, we always talk about, with price, everybody's price point is different of what you want to afford. Is it like the amount of leap that we talked about from ones that we've had previous? Like, is it that much better? I mean, it's quite a bit better, but for me, is there something that's like halfway between these two? Right. Like I would definitely pay more than, like I said, the Trader Joe's one to get closer to these flavors, because this is what I like. Okay. I like this balance of things. So if I could get closer to that for $30 or $40, then that would be like my go-to for Mezcal. I would probably still use the Trader Joe's one though as a mixer though, because when
it works
you're making,
for that.
Well, because if you're making something with grapefruit and other things, like if you're doing a sipper, I want more of the subtlety and all that kind of thing in there. When I'm doing the mixer, for me and my budget, I like, okay, here's the note that I want to come through, which is a little more toward the smoke, a little bit of agave to hang out there with, like I said, if I'm doing a Paloma, I'm making it with grapefruit or something else. Or maybe even, I don't know, I wonder what a Bloody Maria would be like with this. Like if you had the smoke come through with the tomato juice. Yeah. I think there's a lot of great options here. I would not mix this one like under no circumstances. If I saw someone grabbing it about to pour it over ice, I'd slap it out of their hand. That's
what they do in their videos.
They do.
Aaron Paul and Brian Cranston.
Yeah, we will have links to their the website, obviously, here at AboutBeverages.com, or if you're watching on YouTube, they'll be there as well to check out this kind of stuff. But no, this to me is a great flavor profile. Like this, I like. Yeah, this I like it much better than the other one. But
I don't know if I like it $63.
And I had a feeling I had a feeling you'd probably say, and I don't know if I quite do either. Yeah. But if it's like, if I had to creep up in price and like I say I had to get to $40, let's say, I know this is like such a weird thing to talk about. Say we got to $40, but I still wasn't even like, it's still not close. Like then I'd probably be like, okay, I understand why I have to make that final leap to get to the flavor profile I like. But I have a feeling there's something in between. I'm guessing there's something in between, and then like there's about $20 worth of Brian Cranston, Aaron Paul surtax on this one. Well, and I'm assuming, and not that I didn't pay for it. Again, I have shirts, I have the complete collect. Like I'm all in on their stuff. So like nothing against them.
And we do have two others at the store. That one is I think 28, and the other is 31. Okay. So if/when it's time for that next bottle of mezcal,
you're almost out of yours, so
mine is
probably need another one.
I probably need to. I need to replenish.
I actually am out of my Trader Joe's one, so we can probably talk about. Like, I would like to do that one because that one at least kind of ups the ante a little bit, and we can see if there's something.
You can pick one of those too. I'll send you a link to those.
Yeah, is there one that stood out to you more?
Well, the one bottle is cooler. It's a cooler looking bottle.
Is it the $31 or the $28?
It's the 31. And it's Ojo de Tigre.
Oh, that's the one you've been talking about. Well, that's the one we should try. You've been talking about that one for a while. And if people are watching us here either live on Twitch or have watched us in the archive format up on YouTube, we greatly appreciate that. That's where we put all of our podcasts, as well as our website, AboutBeverages.com. You can find all of that stuff there. But you've been talking about the Ojo del Tigre for quite a while. So we probably should try that one at some point. Probably should try that one at some point. Again, check out those things and hit the subscribe button. We'd be greatly appreciated. If you only want some audio podcast things, we've got you covered there. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. If you have a favorite podcast app, just search for About Beverages. You will probably find us, and it'd be greatly appreciated if you want to listen to us there as well. All of that stuff helps, as well as some pillars.
Well, there are 3 pillars.
There are, because we have removed and added.
Removed and added. So there are not 4 then. We're not adding. We're removing and adding.
We're removing and adding. That's right. I think so. Don't you think that's the right move?
So the readjust. Well, considering you can't even access the.
That's true. One of the pillars is inaccessible.
Is inaccessible. So it's not really doing.
It's like the Mines of Moria. I can't get in there without a key.
Are things happening? I mean, are stuff going to it?
No, I can't even go to that. So I don't think I've even posted in like
nobody's even
in multiple weeks.
So, because there was a time one of our listeners I know told me, he's like, "Oh, you came up in the Facebook, but I haven't heard that." Oh, no, he didn't.
You can't just buy and sell people, Mr. Potter. Oh God,
no, he didn't do that.
Yeah, thank God.
So the readjusted, the reimagined three
I
pillars.
think so. It's time.
Our Instagram, which has been around. It's been there as one of them. Now we have TikTok. Right. I don't know if that's good for the sound effects, but
I like it.
Okay, so we got TikTok.
Yeah, because you've got only 60 seconds to get your point across, and it's pretty amazing. If you want to see us do reviews in 60 seconds or less, check out TikTok.
And so we got the TikTok, and then we also the one we use most often, which is Twitter. Which if you follow us on there, we will let you know we're going live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages most Thursday evenings around 5:30. That's when we hang out with our listeners, viewers, and talk about all kinds of things, beverages, sports.
Home repair, as we said earlier.
Whatever comes up. We're going to have some fun doing that and recording our podcasts. Also, Andrew lets you know throughout the week what he's going to be doing, what games he's playing, what he's drinking while he's playing those games, who might be joining also. That's
true.
Because sometimes there are celebrities and just people hanging out and having fun. But follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And that is a podcast.
I wish I could have said that in Spanish.
Oh, that would have been great. Do you want to go back and edit that in? Do you want to look it up?
Dime. No.
That's you say, isn't it?
Dime?
No.
Dame?
Oh, no. Is that?
Give me. I don't know. But H&J are in the house.
H&J, what's going on?
Well, they had the command, but it didn't pop up for a little while.
Because
of the wonderful things they does.
They put beverages, not exclamation point beverage.
There we go. Okay.
Dale un shot.
Dale. Rough.
Made it. You made it just in time.
Just in time.
Have a great night,
Good night, everyone.
Now we'll hang out here for a little bit. We're here for a little bit. That's fine. Let's see if it does the whole thing.
You should give right away to a pedestrian. Oh, okay. That is important. Deberías darle una oportunidad.
Do you want to go back and redo
it? Deberías darle una oportunidad. Let's hear them say it.
Oh, God, we can. That's right.
Deberías darle una oportunidad.
I think that lady's drunk who's ever saying that right there.
She's had one too many mezcals.
Or maybe I'm wanted many. Oh, yeah, I like this one a pretty good amount more.
She did give it a couple shots.
She gave it multiple shots. I like that one more than that one for sure. But yeah, again, I don't know if it's 60. Like if it's this is the Dos Hombres is $63. It's $63.
Mucho dinero.
Yeah, mucho dinero. Ganas mucho dinero. Por favor. For this one. Whereas that one's, but like if this was 40, I would have said yes. I would buy this over that. Like I would double that price to get to these. You don't have to say yes.
No.
For me, if I'm buying a
yeah.
mezcal, because most of this stuff I don't do enough mixers. Like I was thinking that the other day. Like I fall into like two things. Like I either drink my whiskey and bourbon, for the most part I drink it straight, or then if I'm making a mixed drink, it's either a martini or a margarita or maybe a Bloody Mary. Like those are like my like I don't make whiskey sours and I should, because those are like excellent. Like I was literally thinking that the other day. I was like, I need to have stuff on hand to make whiskey sour, because like I should do that more often, because like I said, my bourbon and whiskey amount is like kind of expanding. I need to kind of pare this down, and sometimes I just don't. I don't know. Like I don't know if I still perceive like my wife will have whiskey and like hard alcohol with dinner. I can't have that with, like, it does not pleasurable to me.
I could have it as part of a mixed drink with dinner.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm saying straight.
Gin and tonic.
Like, do you ever think like I want to, for me, I don't. And
no. When we go out to a restaurant sometimes, depending on
it's
the
always
menu,
like an
I'll order
after dinner thing.
a mixed drink with dinner.
Yeah, like Manhattan or Manhattan or martini.
But this to me is
whatever.
this is an end of the night sort of thing. If I'm drink it straight,
like I always think of this either with dessert for some reason or again, if I'm having something afterwards, which I do, like I'll have those things like, oh, I'll have a shot of this or whatever.
Right.
Like I never think to have, or maybe before. Like with the meal, to me is always like a weird spot. Like with the meal, I either want a beer, I want wine, or I want a mixed drink. Yeah. Like I don't, for some reason, hard alcohol does not get into that category.
Straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I just don't make enough of them. Like I have I even thought about it the other day. Like I have the stuff literally. Yeah. Apparently you've already been
loving some whiskey dinks.
You've already been loving those whiskey drinks. You drink a whiskey drink? You drink
a lager drink. I drink a lager drink. I drink a cider drink. Sings the songs that remind him of the good times. Sings the songs that remind him of the better times.
Don't cry for me, expensive mezcal.
I get knocked down. I got no job, but
I do too. But yeah, like I just don't like because I think it was last weekend the Kentucky Derby. Like I was like, oh, mint julep, that sounds good. Like I think of those things. And I'm like, I don't have the stuff to make that.
Yeah,
we
did that though on a podcast, I think, right?
Yeah, I think we muddled.
We muddled.
I'm pretty sure we muddled.
We muddled. We didn't cuddle, but we did muddle.
I follow this guy on, speaking of TikTok again, there's a guy I follow on there and he does drinks in 60 seconds and he's an actual professional bartender. So it's like, so it's interesting seeing those cocktails. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And most of them are usually the stuff I have around, gin, whiskey, some sort of base. But then it turns into like, I don't have that cordial.
I've got that thing. That's the thing.
I don't have Keenan Lillet. I don't have that.
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to
Fernet Branca and make this sort of syrup and
which I could make. Like he puts up a recipe for his house syrup. Don't eat much for a julep. Yeah, you don't. I mean, that's true. Like I don't have fresh mint leaves though. I don't usually have fresh mint leaves hanging around. I know you guys grow your own mint leaves. You guys are way better than I am as humans. I get it. I get it.
All I need.
I don't have fresh mint. I always have stuff for a whiskey sour though, because that's just like sweet. It's just like lemon juice and whiskey and simple syrup or whatever. Like I always got that around. I have usually the stuff for a Manhattan too. I just don't ever like.
Yeah, that's easy. And we'll definitely. I want to do a Negroni this year. So I'll buy some Campari and sweet vermouth so we can make that.
I should look for I see a lot. The other thing right now, the trend that I see of drinks is like. I know what? No mint. I know I should have mint. I
have it growing out by the pool.
Yeah, that's right. Out by the spa. That's where I have my mint. I have the gardeners tend to my mint crop on my plantation.
Can't use that word.
You can't use that word. That's a word.
I know, but
it's bad connotation, I suppose. Campari is gross. Is it?
I've never tried it straight. I think try it straight.
I mean, I've had grenadine,
and I've had that's different than that. I've had, I have had a Negroni before, but I haven't had, and I've enjoyed that, but I haven't had Campari.
I could use some mint. Maybe you bring me some mint if we hook up tomorrow.
Damn mint.
I need some damn mint. But yeah, like the trend right now is I see people doing and I've saved a couple of them because I'm like, oh, that'd be funny to do a podcast on one of those where it's like. If you combine these 4 things, it tastes like Applejack cereal because it's always like
apple brandy,
Fireball whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Like then Midori, like melon, like apple, like Midori, like that, and then usually like orange juice. Like it's something like that then too to like kind of fill out the rest of the drink. Someone did like a Hawaiian punch, like I've seen that where it's like a couple different vodkas and then it's pineapple juice and then like a grenadine or something on there to make the color and you mix it. I'm like that stuff sounds like fun, but again, it's like I don't want those giant bottles of the vodka stuff around then. Like that's my problem. Very different than grenadine. Yeah, I'm assuming like that. I don't know what is Campari like. What is that more like tart? Like I don't know what that. I swear I've had.
Homemade.
You can make it in your home. Wait, homemade Campari. Okay, let's go.
What is Campari? Yeah, it's herbs
There's
and
a blend
things.
between 10 to 70 herbs. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. Even at 10, I'm out.
At 10,
like not 70. Okay,
yeah,
so it's more like
bitter
a
component.
So it's more like a bitters thing then.
Yeah.
Like I have bitter, like it's obviously because I make Manhattans and like so I have the makings of certain things. Like I guess.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, go ahead.
And I'll read my Imbibe, and they'll have these recipes, and I'm like, okay, I can get that. I'm not gonna do all those things. I don't need all that in my house. Yeah. So they sound good, but yeah, there's no way I'd be making it at home.
Yeah, for me, it's always like I wish. And I'm sure there's like apps and stuff like that out there for some of these things, or like, there's a couple bar books that I've actually like flagged like on Amazon, and I'm like, oh, sometime I should read through that because it looks kind of interesting. Like I would, everyone always says like, oh, make sure you have a tequila. Like I have all that shit.
Right.
I have all of those things. Like I would love them to say like, if you have these 5 other side things, you can make 1,000. Like that's kind of what I need to see is like, have lemon juice and lime juice, have grenadine, have these other 2 juices, have bitters, have like whatever, have these like 6 other ingredients, and now you can like literally make the world like that. That's almost what I need to see. That then will open me up to like, oh, what drink can I?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I did have an app. I don't think they update it anymore. There was an app that I had where you could literally put in everything that you had, and then it would tell you what drinks you could make with it. Which I think is genius. Or it would also then, like within that, it would say like, hey, you're off by 1 item, or you're off by like, on certain things.
That's pretty cool.
Look at that. Like, and if there is not that app anymore, someone needs to make that.
Let's make it.
Yeah. Someone like, let's make it. Just give us like 10% since we just thought of the idea. Like someone just do that. I think that would be fantastic. Like you have everything in there and you just put in like, oh, I have lemon juice, I have lime juice, I have tequila, I have this, So, because we usually have most of that stuff.
You can make in everything but the kitchen sink. No, I don't know.
Is that, what is that? No?
It's everything you had right there.
Okay.
Just throw it all in.
You mean a Long Island iced tea?
Yeah.
Is there like a Long Island iced tea that's made with like all the dark liquors? Because all Long Island iced tea is all the whites. Like it's all, it's like it's the Blanco tequila, it's the white rum, and, gin, vodka, like it's all that stuff. And then a little bit of Coke. Is there one that's like
the dark stuff and some stuff?
Bourbon.
And Sprite.
Is there that?
Rum,
that would be good.
Bourbon, Scotch.
Yeah, go on. Rum, bourbon, Scotch, reposado, or añejo tequila.
Yeah.
Añejo tequila.
Darker tequila, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sprite.
And Sprite.
Ew. It's called good. The Ew.
You two would be very happy together.
Ew. What do you mean? Ooh.
I just like the aroma on this one. I think is like, I like the initial.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Excitement, like the initial bump of that is kind of interesting. Yeah. But I understand why that one probably turns people off. I think this one's. Yeah, I do like this. Like I said again, I don't know. This one will probably hang around for a while. It'll be more like, oh, you should try that. Like it kind of turns into one of those. Little. Yeah, like I'll probably bring a little bit over so Joe can try it next.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd appreciate
together.
Bring over just the connection.
Yeah,
there. So.
You should at some point just tell him you've watched through like another season.
I couldn't.
You'd be like, oh man, it's so good.
I couldn't pull that.
The Rock has a new energy drink. My Facebook just showed it to me. I know. I actually looked for those. They were all sold out of the non-sugar free ones. So like the ones that actually had sugar in them. Like, yeah, you're correct. I saw that a few weeks ago. Someday I would like to taste a Long Island iced tea. You just got to buy all the things. Like it's, what is it? So we just said tequila, rum, gin, vodka, and then Coke?
I think so.
It's basically all the white liquors in equal proportion and then as much Coke as you'd like to taste.
Excuse me.
Kazoon tight. Are you 3?
Yeah. No, that's good. Just 2.
All right. You sure?
Yes.
All right. But yeah, I would definitely try. Oh, and Mezcal. Could you have Mezcal to along this? Oh,
probably could.
I don't know if that would.
Smoky it up.
Make it
like you're a Long Island
fire
lapsang souchong iced tea.
Long Island lapsang souchong.
Yeah.
Long Island doing what they should to Long Island, set it on fire.
Oh
wait, what? No, huh? I don't. Isn't Long Island to smell like trash? Isn't that like literally what the joke is? Isn't it like literally like the dump of New York?
I don't think so.
Is that not that? No, isn't it Long Island? Is that Staten Island?
I don't know. Not sure.
I don't know. Pocket will let us know. Did you hate Long Island? All right. So what are we going to do next time? We already kind of talked about this, so spoilers. We already kind of know what we're doing.
Are we going to do that next week? The Arizona theme?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should. I think that'd be fun.
Arizona theme.
I would like it made for me. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll see. I'll have to text Joe, see if, he definitely would have at least a couple of those things. I don't know if he would. We'll have to check that out.
Okay.
It's good. Like, I like a Long Island iced tea.
Good. Okay.
Are you excited about the Bears draft haul?
From everything that I've read, I'm absolutely excited about that.
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah. Everything that I've read seems pretty good.
Ask me if I have a Fields shirt on the way.
He has a Fields shirt on the way.
I do. I will wear it on the podcast when it arrives.
So Long Island is super expensive.
Oh, interesting.
So
Long Island. Maybe I'm thinking of Staten Island.
Staten, maybe. I don't know. You can see Staten.
There's
Island
one of them that is literally like the island is made out of a dump. It's where Joey Buttafuoco's mistress lives in his child. Okay. There's one of them that like literally is like made out of trash. Like, cause I remember that used to be because I think it's Staten Island.
Could be.
It's one of them because we used to ship stuff for Arbuckle, and there was one lady one time she sent back her package, and she was like, yeah, this doesn't smell very good. It's like, well, no, it's the place where you live, lady. It's not actually our coffee. Yeah. That was when we started having to like everything had to be individually bagged and packed, and like all of a sudden this person got this super special treatment because it was like you sent, and we got, because even when we got it back, it was like, this was the thing that always made me irritated. It was like we get like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Okay, well, can you defend us a little bit on this? I'm like, no, it didn't happen. That was always a frustrating thing. I was thinking about some examples of that the other day. I don't know how that came up. That came in my head. I hate not being defended.
Well, that's true. There's a fine line. It's
one of the most painful.
Tricky thing to walk.
Yeah, you don't have to be rude about it.
No, between that and there's an art to it.
You just want to feel like
my boss do it. He's great at it, actually. Yeah,
you want, because you 100% want to satisfy the customer. You want to keep them as a customer, but at the same time, you also. They're in doing that, you also then let them know that your staff is competent.
Yep.
And when you just literally just pitch them under the bus, you are saying that your staff is poor.
Right.
And then they will have that in their head every time. So then if anything is slightly wrong, they will immediately think, well, they're probably wrong again. I am thinking of Staten Island Pocket. Thank you. Thank God we finally put that to rest. Okay. So good. Arizona week next week. In theory.
Arizona,
what are we planning?
Well, I'm going to get the Chupacabra.
Okay.
Wine blend, which is actually a GSM, Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre from an Arizona winery from one of your favorite bands from Maynard. Caduceus.
Bring a little Caduceus in here.
Yes.
Let's go. And then we're thinking about there is a sake that is from Arizona. It is actually, as silly as it sounds, having a sake from Arizona.
Yeah.
Outside of Japan, this is literally the gold medal winner and the gold standard for sake is here in Arizona. So we're going to do that one. We're going to grab that one as well. It's one we can get from tap and bottle. So we're going to do that. And then we'll probably just have some sort of starter beer like we were talking about, either from Arizona Wilderness or Dragoon or something.
We'll make it all Arizona.
If there's something new. So yeah, kind of do like Arizona podcast next week. I think that'll be the thing.
I forgot. What is that from? My beepa's going off.
My beepa's going off.
I do remember that though.
What's that? I don't know. What is that from?
My beepa's going off.
What is that from?
I don't know, but obviously Baker and Pocket remember it too. My beep was going off. I can hear it, but I don't know what it was from.
That is really tasty. Let me see if there's anyone quick as we're doing this here.
What's that? Oh, to raid?
Let's see if there's anyone to raid.
Find anybody?
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight.
Yeah, thank you. We got to explore Mezcal again. We got to try a wine. We got all kinds of good things. Trees. Oh, okay. My beep is going off.
My beep is going off. Joey Buttafuoco. But yeah, so yeah, thank you guys once again. We'll be back here next week, next Thursday, Arizona week. Like I said, again, sake.
Okay.
We'll have a wine. Like I said, I cannot wait to try that. That is super exciting. And like I said, some sort of beer. If you guys ever have suggestions for podcasts that we should try, different things that we should have, we'll do some final plugs right here. You definitely subscribe on YouTube. You can hit us up in the comments there. Watch any of that content. That would be great. And if you want to hit us up on Twitter, either send us a DM, just attach a comment to any of our podcast things. Say like, hey, have you guys tried this, try this, try this. Either send us the link, that's always great if you want to make it super easy, but even if it's just the name of something, we will look for it. We honestly are interested to try other things that has excited you, or if it's something that we should literally stay away from, I'm totally fine with that too. Like, I do not mind like a recommendation of like, do not try this, do not waste your time, save your $10.
Absolutely.
Abso-freaking-lutely. All right. We're going to go raid Pirate Ninja Mike. He was in here earlier. He's claiming he's playing Destiny right now, which I see him playing Destiny. I don't know if I can trust it. He actually looks like he's fallen under the map. He just died. I don't know if I should raid him now. I really think I'm going to have to change my... No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. So we're going to send a raid over to him, go say hi, and like I said, we will be back next Thursday doing that kind of stuff, and then I will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. Introvert. I'm
glad you enjoyed your stay.
I'm glad you enjoyed your stay as well. Always makes me smile with that one. But yeah, we'll be back again next Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. I honestly don't know what I'm playing. Destiny servers are actually going to be down tomorrow for maintenance, pretty much when I would normally be streaming, and I can't really adjust my stream time because of some other stuff going on. So yeah, stop by and find out and be as excited as I am about whatever I might be playing. So that'll be the plan.
Big reveal there.
The big reveal.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.